Port.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
ESPN Asheville.
Yeah.
WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons. By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
I'll settle for just okay. We don't have to be great for the next 3 hours, Jeremy. That's a big bar. And I don't jump very high. I'm like the Lee Hunter of radio hosts. Welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We're heard everywhere on the iHeart radio app, seen everywhere on YouTube, just in select locations on the terrestrial signal, though.
Yep.
One of them not being the radio station.
We are found live at Dave's house. Hi, Dave. Good to see you, Dave. Always good to have Dave.
You can hear us in crystal clear HD on your iHeartRadio app, and we are seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. It's another A-plus mock draft day. We got AFC West teams to cover today. They're the best possible draft picks that they can make in the upcoming 2026 NFL Draft, which is next Thursday in Pittsburgh. We'll be there on the last leg of the Ingalls Living the Dream Tour. The mullet is available.
It is available currently only on Patreon because the website crashed.
Oh, wonderful.
So that's fun. I mean, it's the same delivery system regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Brown did catch a boo-boo, so thank you, Bob, for informing me. Anybody else that catches a boo-boo, let me know. There's 4 of us, so and at least 2 of us wouldn't necessarily know a boo-boo if they saw it.
Here in the Sportsocracy, we like to consider the mullet a living, breathing document, much like the United States Constitution. So if there needs to be an amendment of sorts, we don't even have to put it to a vote. We could just make the fix and move on. Looking at it in my inbox here, it is quite glorious. How many of these? How many 393 pages that were released last night? With all of your top 300, your top 200 and the first 100 of Bill Workman's 800-player dossier that he's put together.
We had to curtail Bill. Bill was like, can we put out 842? No. Bill? No. That's too many. There's a lot of kickers.
All right.
Fullbacks.
Full draft class rankings, position by position. You've got every team draft needs, A-plus mock drafts. It's all there. All in the mullet, and you can get it on the Patreon. The link's in the YouTube comments. It's posted to the top of the YouTube page. And we'll have it out there on all the socials as well, and one day the website may be fixed.
I mean, that's the hope. You know, you do pay people to run your domain, and you just it's kind of like a door. You remember that door I told you when I worked for the federal government? They bought a door for $4,000.
Yes.
And a door has 3 jobs, open, close, and lock, and that door didn't do 2 of them.
Uh-huh.
You could have bought a $200 door that didn't close or lock. So I feel like we may have misappropriated some funds here.
Possibly.
Our website handler, who I will shout out from the rooftops if that's not fixed by the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're not good at you can hold anybody can just take the website. It's the displaying the website that we're really paying for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We already have our first challenge of the day. Robert Moore wants to know, if the Jets fail round 1, will you drink a chalky milk and eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
It's funny that Robert asked that question. So I did a podcast this morning where former NFL standouts, Fred Smoot and Logan Paulson and myself were the war room for the Washington Commanders. We built what I find to be a very, very formidable draft haul for the Washington Commanders. But you will find a nice little nuggie in there when we talk about pick 2 of the Jets are going to find a way to piss me off. I'm not sure what it is yet. And so it's almost like your children. Tank, you understand this? You have 2 15-year-old twin boys.
Yeah.
You look at your children every day and go, at some point today, I'm going to yell at you.
Yes.
I don't know for what, but I know it's going to happen. Looking at the New York Jets with 4 picks in the top 44, you're going to do something stupid. The question is, what stupid thing are you going to do?
Or how many stupid things are you going to do?
No less than 2.
Right. I mean, there's a possibility of 4 stupid things that they could do. Hopefully, they'll get one of them right.
If you
But
take
it is the
Arvell
Jets.
Reese, I'm going to feel reasonably good about that. I mean, not great, but I'm going to feel good. Then from there, I could envision a path that they go Omar Cooper, Ty Simpson. Let's find one more just to really kick me in the nethers. Avion Terrell. There's 3 guys that I don't love. Not even a little bit.
If you'd like Jeremy to also dream up your team's worst scenario, you can get in touch with us in the YouTube comments or send him a message at the NFL Draft Nerd on Twitter. He'll be glad to, let you live his nightmare as well.
Red Sea said Malachi Lawrence. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be on brand.
At 16.
I did get to rant about him today. I'm pretty sure that's going to get censored when that podcast is actually released. Because it was asked of me, and my eyes rolled in the back of my head like The Undertaker. And I said, we do all understand that this guy doesn't actually play football all that well, right? Like, he's big and tall and fast. At one time, so was I. And this is what that turns into, when you're no longer fast.
His day's a few days away, though. I mean, he's still got some time not to be that good.
Sure.
Yeah.
He also needs to, at some point, become good at football before any of it really matters.
What better place to learn than on the job in the NFL? Really?
I could think of a few other places. High school, middle school, college.
You thought you picked up something in college. Sure. To kind of prepare you for the quote-unquote real world that is the NFL draft. Oh, good Lord. The NFL draft coming right around the corner.
Can't get here fast enough.
We've got the A-plus mock drafts for the AFC West coming your way in the last 2 hours of the program here today. Just looking. Ted Ginn Jr. Ted Ginn Jr. got busted. Did you know he was a coach?
I did.
I did not even know that he was a coach.
For the St. Louis Battlehawks.
The former Carolina Panther. And wasn't he about 4 other things as well
He's
in the
been,
NFL?
He's been in some places.
He's been some places. And now he's coaching in the UFL with a team called the Columbus Aviators.
Oh, yeah, he is in Columbus. Sorry. Both their logos are blue and white.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was like the Columbus Blue Jackets or something.
Nope, that's hockey.
I looked at that logo and went, what in the world is that logo? Look, don't drink and drive.
It's not good.
Just don't do it. I can give them, a little bit more of a break to a guy who's in the UFL as opposed to being in the NFL. However, Ubers are still pretty affordable, I would have to imagine. Although I guess it's hard to find one in Columbus, Ohio. I don't know. I've never been there.
I have.
But I imagine on the night, especially think about how crazy Columbus has to be on the night before an Aviators game.
Tens and tens of people lining whatever street it is in that town where they tend to drink.
Good night. These are the important things that we're not talking about. The abuse of substances of coaches in the UFL. insane.
One thing we are going to talk about today, though,
What is that?
trades in the NFL draft.
Ooh, are we doing trades?
You know, I don't know why we do this every year.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's because I'm in year 6 of doing this on terrestrial radio. Actually, I'm in year 8. I'm in year 5 where it can be heard.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just ring the bell. It's fine. There you go. When you've done this so many times, it does get to a certain point where you're like, okay, I get it. I get it that there are 32 teams in the NFL. One team has the first pick that we know exactly what it's going to be. That team's fan base is hunky-dunky. From there are about 15 teams that every fan they have wants to trade down.
Yes.
Bill Barnwell, who works for ESPN, has come up with an article. Which teams should trade up and down in round 1? And I must say, I disagree with virtually every bit of it.
Okay. So he did his due diligence, clearly.
Bill's pretty good at that. Bill finds a way to say things where I go, I get how you got there, but none of what you just said is. The first team in this draft that should be looking to trade down at all costs is who? And we'll do it in draft pick order.
I mean, the Las Vegas Raiders.
No, you've already got your fan base excited for Fernando. Fernando Mania is indeed coming to the desert.
You should trade down and let anybody else jump on that grenade.
Look, Fernando's going to be fine.
Possibly.
I don't think he's a stud. I don't think he's a star, but he will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I ask again, the first team in the NFL draft that should be looking to trade down is who?
The Cardinals.
My bell's all wonky. My bell's I got a dilapidated bell.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. The Arizona Cardinals are the first answer to this.
Yes.
And I'll be really honest with you. Arizona should trade down with whoever gives them the best offer. Oh, but what if they don't get an offer? Don't care. I don't care. I don't care if the Dallas Cowboys call and say, we'll give you 12 and we'll give you future consideration, whatever. I don't care. So I'm looking at Dallas's haul of picks right now. They're not giving you 12 and 20, I don't think. I will be shocked if they do. If Dallas calls and says, we'll give you 12, 92, and 112, I'm not doing that. But somebody will give you more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody somewhere. This is a 7-player draft. You got Jeremiyah Love, you got Sonny Styles, you got David Bailey will still be on the board there. Somebody somewhere, it might not be Dallas, somebody will give you draft pick consideration to get up there. I wasn't the first one on his list. Who's the team that makes the least sense humanly possible to trade down from where they sit up high in the top of this draft? And I ask this, I'll give you a little bit of a cheat. Who has like 7 guys that would fit their needs perfectly where they pick in round 1?
Tennessee.
First team on his list. And I went, excuse me, sir. I'm going to need you to explain that in just great detail. And in the article, he says, Tennessee, the Titans understandably want to surround quarterback Cam Ward with premium talent at number 4.
Mm-hmm.
But this roster is riddled with holes or short-term free agent patches. Yeah, that's why you should probably go get an actual solution, Bill. I don't care if it's Sonny Styles. Frankly, I'm to the point, I don't even care if it's Jeremiyah Love. I don't think that's your best use of your assets, but whatever. There are a slew of players there that fit for Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee's the team that should trade down the least. Whoever falls in your lap, take that guy. By the way, they also have 4 picks in the top 101. They have a couple extra picks in day 3. You're going to add plenty. Adding 14 rookies to a team doesn't make any sense. Which is why the team that should be most likely to trade up, and the one if I'm the Arizona Cardinals, I will be beating your door down. It's the Miami Dolphins. Do you know how many picks that team has?
11.
Do you know how many I believe that's right.
I think that's right.
It is. Do you know how many they have in the first 94 selections?
Is it 6?
It's 7.
Yeah.
They have 7 picks in the top 94. That team should trade up no less than twice. No less than twice. Because I'll be honest with you, from 11 and 30, you could get into the top 15 twice. That's where you should be aiming. Because adding 14 rookies to a team is insane.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason we do the draft the way that we do. And so you get teams like Seattle that have 4 picks. Sure, they should bail out, and they probably will. I actually see no chance that they don't. That is way louder when it is coming off that.
We just go see how loud can he get the random fart noise to be.
We should turn that down just a skoosh, because that scared me to death. I fully believe there will be a trade in the top 10. I think it's the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
Because what do we know about Arizona? They're in love with who?
Maui Noah.
I think it's Fano.
You said Fano yesterday.
I think it's Fano. I've thought it was Fano the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's why I've moved off Maui Noah going there. But now we're in the midst of lying season. And weird, we haven't talked about Arizona taking an edge rusher at any point in the process. And now, 10 days before the draft, every person I talk to is like, well, I mean, I think we're resigned to Arizona's going to take David Bailey at 3. We? You got a squirrel in your pocket, bro? Because we're not squad. I don't back off what I've been told this entire time. I haven't heard David Bailey attached to the Arizona Cardinals one time until the last week.
Mm-hmm.
From here on out, everything you hear is complete and utter bull excrement. All of it.
Mm-hmm. So the Tennessee Titans don't need to trade down. You actually should have said the Arizona Cardinals. That's
sure.
That's your point. Okay.
We have a couple super chats, and we will continue on about
Okay.
this on this line after the break.
Okay.
First one's from our buddy Great North Sports, who will be joining us in Pittsburgh for the 2026 NFL Draft. Said if you haven't bought the mullet, you're missing out. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of information. As Tank said, it can be a little daunting when you look at it and go, whew, that's a lot of players. It's a lot of pictures. It's a lot of visuals.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of stuff there.
That there is. All just wonderful nuggets. For you
Right
to
there in
chew
front
on
of you.
All through your the last little stretch here of Draftmas season. All right, we got one from Red Sea. It just doesn't want to.
It's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money.
I swear to God, the only 2 things in this room are the only 3 things in this room that work are the 3 of us. Everything else is just like, I'll work when I want to.
Yep.
It's from Red Sea. Said if you could propose a trade package with Arizona and Kansas City, what would it look like in your opinion? That's a good question from our buddy Red Sea. So from 3 going down to 9, Kansas City has a good number of picks. It's 9 and 40. Probably one of those in the mid rounds. So probably 940, 109. I don't think you're getting 9 and 29. Unless you're willing to give something back, which I don't think you. You got to remember, in this class, with Arizona, you don't have the same ammo that Washington does. We're going to talk about them in the next segment. Washington, I'm going to use a Fred Smoot line here. Ain't no fun when the bunny's got the gun. That's where they're at. I can sit here and take a guy. I don't care. We all know Arizona does not want to take David Bailey. They may be forced to if nobody will give them anything. But they don't have the same kind of leverage that Washington does. Mm-hmm. So I would say probably 940 and 109 is roughly what that would look like to drop back 6 picks. Right. Then Arizona still gets the guy they want at 9 because I don't see anybody stopping them.
All right, you're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We've got another Super Chat when we return from the break.
This season isn't a reset, it's a reminder. The champions don't disappear. They reload, and the 2026 Atlanta Braves are ready.
And Acuna swings a mighty bat. That thing is way out of the ballpark.
Chopping toward another playoff run. Sale, Strider, and Schwellenbach. Acuna, Albies, Olsen, and Baldwin. The Mountains' home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
It's not just a radio app. It's what's happening right now.
It's on.
On the iHeartRadio app, you're not just listening. You're in it.
You better believe it.
From breaking news to what's happening in your community.
Local, national, and world.
Live moments.
New development.
Real voices.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest.
Amazing prizes. Plus, talk to your favorite hosts using the TalkBack mic.
I have loved always hearing you guys.
This is where culture comes alive.
I listen everywhere on the app.
Download the iHeartRadio app today.
Over 50,000 police officers are assaulted on the job each year, leading to injuries and death. This is the reality they deal with when making contact with the public. Another reality is that if someone doesn't comply with a lawful order or uses force against them, police may have to use sufficient force in response to obtain compliance. Use of force is always ugly. Nobody likes it, especially police, and nobody knows how it will turn out. Spread the word. For de-escalation to work, both parties must de-escalate, and de-escalation isn't necessary if there is no escalation. Help police by not escalating. Don't attack or try to disarm an officer, whether it's getting asked a question, getting a citation, or getting arrested. Don't argue, don't resist, don't flee. After the encounter has been resolved is the time to address any complaints. Comply now, complain later. Keep everybody safe. This message brought to you by the National Police Association. To learn more about how to help law enforcement accomplish its goals, visit nationalpolice.org.
Champions don't disappear. They reload, and the 2026 Atlanta Braves are ready.
Chopping toward another playoff run. The Mountains' home for Braves baseball, ESPN Asheville. Brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The crack of the bat, the sight of green grass and white chalk lines, the aroma of perfectly grilled hot dogs. If right about now you're simultaneously hungry and ready for baseball, then we've got you covered. At Ingles, we're here for all the fanfare of America's pastime, sponsoring teams from Little League to the pros. So, whether you're the snack parent or just craving that perfect ballpark meal, we've got you covered. Ingles, your official sponsor of baseball season.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Let's open up the whole can and kick ass and kill them all. Let the paramedics sort them out.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. It's the week before the big week. NFL Draft coming up next Thursday in Pittsburgh. We'll be there on the Ingles Living the Dream tour. We'll take you along for the ride on the socials, on the YouTubes. And we'll be live right here on the radio box as well. We're going to leave town, Tuesday? Leave town Tuesday morning right after the morning show. And we'll arrive somewhere around dinner time. I was asked.
No, we'll be earlier than that.
Earlier than that?
If we leave at 9, let's see. I'd be close, probably 5.
Yeah.
It's about, if you drive it straight, it's about 7 hours.
Okay. I mean, we'll have to stop at least once.
I mean, I won't.
Well, you won't.
But y'all tiny bladder people might.
100%. I mean, the cherub over here will have to stop at least twice before we get to Pittsburgh.
Are you too good for the bucket?
She says yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, look. Hired a girl, and all of a sudden we're bougie and have to stop at gas stations that clean their bathrooms every once in a while.
That's preferable. It's preferable. Don't forget, you can get the mullet on the Patreon. That is the ultimate NFL draft guide. 390-some pages of just brilliance, all laid out there for you. Prognostications, A-plus mock drafts, and all kinds of analyses and things. You definitely want to check it out. Again, it's available on the Patreon. The link to purchase is up on the YouTube stream as we speak.
Correct. It's also on our social medias. Mm-hmm. We have a super chat to get to that is kind of funny for me. It's from our buddy Colin, who said, this week I've been watching all these rumors about the Chiefs trading up for Rueben Bain, a.k.a. T-Rex Arms, and a bunch of other guys. Please, football gods, not like this. Don't put that kind of curse on my team. Okay, let me say this about Rueben Bain. Rueben Bain is a production of the media. Nobody is trading up for Rueben Bain. It's not going to happen unless he falls. Now, this is where it gets into a fun time of what is falling for Rueben Bain. If you had to guess where he lands, where would you say?
At 9 to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Too high. I've heard New Orleans is in love with him, but I've also not heard it from the people that I really want to hear it from.
Mm-hmm.
I still think low-key that there's a good chance that Mansour Delane is the pick for the – if Delane doesn't go 7 to the Commanders, I think there's a good chance he goes 8 to the Saints. Because that one makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. And the fit for Bain is not perfect in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a possibility that Rueben Bain's still on the board when the Jets pick at 16.
Wow, okay.
But I mean, because if you're just being honest – stop looking at the number they're evaluated at, because I think I have Bain 9, 10, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Does he fit the Cincinnati Bengals?
I don't know.
Scheme-wise, debatably. Him and Shamar Stewart, meh. Miami Dolphins, not really. Not a scheme fit.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Cowboys, nah, not really a scheme fit. Los Angeles Rams. Nah, not a scheme fit. Baltimore Ravens. No. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No. If Rueben Bain gets past Kansas City, he's going to drop like a rock. And his short arms will preclude a lot of teams from trading up for him. You understand, there's about a quarter of this league that is so unbelievable. We always talk about with Cleveland that they're so analytically driven. There are other teams that do that too. And the minute they saw him show up like a little T-Rex, they went out. Because that's not a clean evaluation. Arvell Reese is a pretty clean evaluation. David Bailey is a pretty clean evaluation. Jeremiah Love, Caleb Downs, and Francis Maui-Noah are 3 of the cleanest you'll ever see. The only issue there is Love's knee. Outside of that, those 3 were as clean as the fresh-driven snow. It gets dicier from there. I would say Sonny Styles is pretty clear too. From there, it gets into a whole lot of beauties in the eye of the beholder. Kenyon Sadiq, a guy I absolutely love. Everybody doesn't love him. Not everybody loves him. Because there are parts of his tape that you go, yeah, you're fast in a straight line. You're not the shiftiest guy I've ever seen. And you start getting Kyle Pitts vibes with him, where I've always said he was misused, still being misused to this day. But it doesn't change the fact that it's not a clean evaluation. Rueben Bain's in that same boat. Rueben Bain is built like a 5-tech. 3 down lineman, defensive end. He plays like a true hand-down edge. You start getting into these 3-4 teams, they don't even know where to play him. And you can tell me about these 5-man fronts and these hybrid fronts that the Jets and some of these other teams play. That's all well and good. Where are you planning on lining him up? Are you going to put him out over the tackle? Because that's the only spot he makes sense. And I think him and Mesidor both have this same problem. You're built like something you don't play like. Rueben Bain plays like he's a 245-pound defensive end. Wins with the first step, some speed to power, considerably less power to speed. He's 270 pounds. He's not going to drop.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen absolutely nothing on his tape that makes me think he's going to drop ever. So where do you play him? And we see the name, and we watched him in the college football playoffs, and everybody is just dying for this draft to be sexy. It's not, okay? This is Nancy from accounting. This is old Betty Bowlegged from the bar. This is not there's no 8 here. You throw all the Clinique and Revlon and L'Oreal on this you want to. It's still going to be the chubby girl at the bar at 2 o'clock where you're just going, well, you're here. I'm here, you're here. Let's hop on the good foot and make some bad decisions. That's just what it is.
Okay.
There are no quarterbacks here. There are a lot of clunky evals in this class. It's what it is. Kansas City, they don't make a habit of making bad decisions like that. That's how this team was built as well as they are. Because when they get into a position where they have a top 10 pick, they don't throw a dart at a board, which is why I'm so unbelievably sure that they either go Mansour Delane or Jermod McCoy. In the message, there is no, yeah, but no. There aren't other corners, and they don't have any. That's where Kansas City goes. That's what smart teams do. The Jets, the Browns, some of these other teams, that's where you have to start, okay, let me hit myself in the head with a hammer and see what the first thing I say out loud is, and that's probably what they'll do. Smart teams are good for a reason. Kansas City has been given a gift because you have the number 9 pick in the draft. Is it a great class? No. Are there players that can help you? Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And that's why you don't have to trade up to get Rueben.
No. And if I'm Kansas City, I'm in a window. I've only got, 9 picks? I think they have 9 picks, if I remember correctly. I'm going to use every single one of those because I need an infusion of talent. Because every year I'm losing Trent McDuffie. I'm losing Jaylen Watson. I've got a lot of guys to replace. Miami, I need studs because I don't have any of those.
Yep. If you were to get Rueben Bain, you would not have to trade up for him at 9. He'll still be there. The small arms pushed him down at least that much. Now where he goes from there, it's anybody's guess. Because you said doesn't fit Tampa, which makes me think if he's still on the board at 15, damn right.
Don't know where you play him.
Does it matter?
It does. It does because at some point the coach has to jump up and go, you're going to get yourself fired. Rueben Bain's the kind of guy that gets you fired.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I like him to a point. He's my number 3 edge in this class, I think.
Sure.
Keldrick Falk gets you fired a lot less quickly than Rueben Bain does. Because if Rueben Bain comes into this league and doesn't rush the passer, what's the first thing the average fan's going to say? Oh, but he was so good at Miami. Why didn't he not work with us? Our coach is so stupid. Or he has no fit. And that's the problem with him, with Mesidor, with a handful of other guys that are in this class. You know their name, and I get that. It does not mean they're as good as you think they are. Zion Young. I could write a book on all the reasons you should not be looking at that dude as highly as you are. Not the least of which
and why are they is the question.
I have no idea. Because he does not profile as a high-end pass rusher, although people think he will.
I was going to say, who's driving that promo campaign?
Media. I am telling you that kid will not go as high as you think.
But that's
not the least of which, of all the reasons that he's not going to go as high as you think, not the least of them is the fact that he's been in the back of the squad car 3 times in the last 4 years.
Not a chance.
So there are a lot of these teams that are going to look at him with the personality red flags and go, no way.
Nope.
No way.
Not even on the board.
Now, I like a defensive player every once in a while that's riding shotgun on a B&E because I need you to be a little bit crazy and I need you to be a little bit violent.
Easy there, James Pierce. Sorry, I mean,
I like it.
I
Look, with defensive lineman, edge rusher, I'll push that boundary a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterbacks, nah, I need a choir boy. Left tackle, nah, I need a choir boy.
Yep.
Edge guys, linebackers, I can deal with a lot. What I can't deal with is the fact that you're an edge rusher that doesn't rush quarterbacks well. He had 6 sacks in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But you get a hold of that name and, Zion Young could go 17 to the Detroit Lions. Well, in theory, so could I. I mean, they could draft me too. It would make just about as much sense. I would grade them the exact same because the first sentence on both would be, what are you doing?
Who's that agent? That's what I want to know.
I think a lot of these things are concocted by the media because we're all in the same boat. Mm-hmm. We're looking for things to talk about. We have beaten these horses into glue. We've done it over the course of 3 months. But now we're 10 days away, and we're just trying to get to the finish line. So let's talk about the heavy hitters. Let's talk about the buzzy names, whether it's Mesidor, Bain. The league doesn't view them the same way. And what confirms that to me is every time I talk to people in the league, and they go, there's this look. There's a look on guys' faces when you say a name, and they just kind of turn their head like a dog looking at the answering machine when their owner's leaving themselves a voicemail. It's just, I don't know. I like him, but I don't love him. That guy tends to go lower, and I think Rueben Bain is going to be one of those.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
All right, we're continuing watching that sun walk right across the sky, and it's multiple days of sunshine. I mean, at times there may be a few clouds, and temperatures are going to be unseasonably mild, almost 20 degrees above normal. Records, probably. Every day, I don't know about that. Maybe. 87 today, and I'm just going near 90 Wednesday through Saturday. It's going to be 88, 91. What's the difference, right? No rain, maybe some showers by Sunday. That's your Hickory Metro weather. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic on Oldies Radio for the Hickory Metro.
This report is sponsored by
Bojangles. It's always bow time.
It's bow time. We took the crispy hand-breaded chicken tender bow bites you love and put them into warm potato buns so you can rip, dip, and repeat. Bo's Chicken Rippers are waiting for you. Get 4 or 20 for a limited time, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
These days, it's getting harder and harder to trust what you're seeing. Who made it? Is it real? But with iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. And if you own or manage a business here or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way in creating your future customers. Make iHeartMedia a part of your 2026 plan today. Call 844-844-iHeart. Again, that's 844-844-iHeart.
Meet Morgan Jones. Morgan is about to step into a world unknown to most, thanks to Progressive's Renters Insurance, a place of fresh linens and turn-down service. You see, Morgan temporarily vacated her apartment and has gone to a hotel because a pipe burst in her apartment. A pipe that made her sense of reality and apartment ceiling all come crashing down. Luckily, Morgan checked into Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Got something to say?
Love you.
Well, just tap the red talkback mic on the free iHeartRadio app.
Let's go.
Requests, contests, or just to say hi.
Hey, this is Heather.
Get your voice on the air fast.
I got the windows rolled down, the moonroof open.
Open the iHeartRadio app and try it now.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors, Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. First big recruiting news of the new Mike Malone era at Carolina. Yeah! 5-star guard Dylan Mingo out.
And his brother.
He gone.
Because his brother probably going with him wherever he's going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is a lot of the talk right now of, well, you know, we told him no. Because he wanted his brother to come and start. And that's the theory everybody's sticking with.
Well, that's dumb because his brother's one of the 15 best transfers in the portal. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I'm going to bet they didn't say that. I'm going to bet they went, will you please? Please?
Mike Malone met with Dylan Mingo and went, you don't play defense. You can't come play for me. That's also just as likely.
Now, that's entirely possible.
Dylan Mingo was a Hubert Davis commit. And the thing we know about Mike Malone, or Michael Malone, I guess I should call him. He doesn't like being called Mike. The thing about Michael Malone is he wants to play defense.
Mm-hmm.
He will be the best at defense or die trying. How many young top 5 superstar players do you know in high school basketball that actually play defense? Because I don't think it's very many. I don't think it's very many. You might have I don't know. I just don't think it's the, hey, we need to start jumping off of a ledge scenario that some do. Like, oh, see what we did? We lose all our recruits because we went out and fired Hubert Davis. Do me a favor. Shut up.
Do me a favor. Sit this one out, Steve.
The positive recruiting news for the Tar Heels. Neokilis Avdalis.
Point forward.
Yep. 6'9" Grecian. Transferred.
Grecian?
Grecian. Like the formula.
Does that mean these bald guys are going to really like this guy?
Transferring in from Virginia Tech. So, there's that. I mean, one thing we do know about Michael Malone, he's got pretty good success with foreign players.
Yeah. He did quite well with Nicola.
Mm-hmm. And I do understand that there have been several face-to-faces with Vesar.
Oh, I would say Vesar.
Michael Malone's
I would be shocked if Vesar doesn't come back.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
I got some history with 7-footers. You may want to stay.
Would you like to watch this tape of what I did with a large guy that can pass? Right there. I did that. Don't know if you knew this or not. Last night was the WNBA draft. Woo!
Heard about it.
Ozzie Fudd went number 1. Olivia Miles 2. Is it AZ?
AZ.
Okay.
She's not related to Osborne.
Yeah, it's not. There's a joke there, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Lauren Betts from UCLA went 4. Just a lot of things happened last night.
She's ginormous.
She's very tall. AZ Fudd went to the Dallas. Yep, whatever that team is.
Mavericks.
It's not the Mavericks. That's the
Cowgirls.
one word. You could have said a lot of things right there, and I wouldn't have known if you were lying or not. Those two, I do. I don't know the name of the Dallas team.
Avalanche.
Sure. Paige Beckers is also on that team.
Yep.
Those two are dating each other.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for them.
And that immediately started me thinking of, well, I'm married, and I'm just trying to think of, well, how would it work if I was on a basketball team with my wife? How many open shots would I not get because, quote, I know what I did.
Be quite a few.
Can't wait for the first time that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Paige didn't find AZ wide open for 3. So apparently, I had an argument about where to have dinner last night. That didn't go well.
Is that
and by the way, that's not that could happen with any couple.
Oh, absolutely.
It happens in my house.
That's why
every day.
I was going to ask, what is that relationship like? I mean, I don't have any lesbian couple friends. So, do they argue as much as I think they do about where they're going to go eat?
At Sportsocracy ESPN. That's at Sportsocracy ESPN.
Is that like the never-ending Pong game?
Nope.
Of just back and forth?
I didn't say that. I did not say that. We've actually had – it's been a running joke around iHeart Asheville.
Yeah.
Of every one of us start discussing what we're going to eat for dinner. Some of us before we have breakfast. And often we have not solidified it at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't know they were together, but good for them.
Dallas Wings, by the way. That's the name of that
The
thing.
Wings. I was this close.
Curtis Davis in the YouTube chat said, they're the Dallas Wings, by the way, though personally I prefer Nashville Hot Wings.
Yes.
Nailed it.
All right.
I got out of that without saying anything that could get me fired, and I'm proud of that. Now, you, on the other hand, you might have there might be somebody waiting on the other side of that door later.
It's an honest question, and I feel like in this town, we should be able to answer it.
We should move past this because
that?
We have a super chat to get to.
Show me the money, the money. The button's not working. So
sweet.
Yeah,
that dance is going to haunt my nightmares. Colin talking about Rueben Bain. See, he's not a Spagnuolo guy as an edge player. Don't see Kansas City taking him. I actually think he could be in Kansas City. I just don't think they're taking him over the only 2 corners in this class that I feel any kind of way about. Every other corner in this class is a dart throw. I also think Kansas City really believes in Noel Williams, and they should. I liked him last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's always fun for me when there's a guy that I say his name 4,000 times, and then he comes in the league. He's really good as a rookie. I think it's either Delane or McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as McCoy actually ran, and we saw that his legs do still indeed function, I think that was enough for Kansas City to go, we're good. Whichever one of those two. Prefer Delane. We're good with McCoy.
Okay.
I feel like the top 10, the only variable I see in the top 10 is who does Arizona trade with?
Okay.
I mean, I've told you this before. 1's Fernando. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
2's Arvell Reese.
Mm-hmm.
3 is probably David Bailey to whoever the Cardinals trade with. Could be Miami if they wanted to go up and get Delane. I don't think they have to go that high. I think the one that makes the most sense trade-wise is Cleveland and Miami. Miami comes up to 6 to get in front of Washington. They take Delane, and then one of the other guys falls right in the lap of the Washington Commanders.
Mm-hmm. Sonny Styles. Jeremiyah Love.
Styles goes 4 to Tennessee. 5 is Love to the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Monroe Freeling at 6 to Cleveland. 7, I'm going to say Mansour Delane, although I do feel like somebody may trade in front of them too. I'd said it, and once it got in my head, now I can't unsee it.
Freeling is the one I still can't wrap my head around. But
analytics.
If you're drafting position of need,
and it's the heaviest analytics team in the league.
Maybe. Who?
Cleveland. They have a full analytics department.
Well, they should stop.
100%.
They should stop doing whatever it is they're doing and do something completely different.
The only problem is with how I just said this, you get to New Orleans at 8 and go, what are you going to do now? Because all the guys you wanted, none of them are here. I feel like every team in the top, right there at 7, 8, 9, 10, they're all going, can somebody please take an offensive lineman? Because this math works so poorly for us when you don't.
Nobody's going to, though.
Because Washington's got a slew of targets at 7.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely believe Washington would be overjoyed with any name I'm getting ready to say. Arvell Reese, David Bailey,
sure,
Sonny Styles, Jeremiah Love, Mansour Delane. Name me the guy that they're going to walk away from this class and go, oh, shoot. None of them. Now, let me ask it a different way. All you need is 2 trades in the top 6 of a draft where practically every team is trying to bail out for all 5 of those guys to go in front of you. What do you do now?
Mm-hmm. Then you take Rueben Bain.
I take Caleb Downs. I'll take
100%.
Caleb Downs, and I will walk away from this still very happy.
That's why you just said New Orleans. What do? Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs is the great fallback of the top 10. If your guys go, you're an idiot if you don't take Caleb Downs, in my opinion.
I agree with that. I mean, you can't just gloss over the medical, which I kind of feel like you did right there.
Oh,
I think you have to mention it.
Well, sure.
I mean, because there are some teams that Caleb Downs won't be on their board.
That's fine. That's fine. You can miss out if you want to, but I'm not going to be one of those.
I love how confidently you say that when I know for a fact you haven't seen the medical. And the reason I know you haven't seen it is because I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
It's scarier to me than you make it out to be.
Well, yeah, you're worried about it. I'm not worried about it.
If you're a GM, you would be.
I'm sure. I would love to know. Please tell me what's so risky, what's so
degenerative.
Dangerous.
I mean, you already know the word.
Sure.
As soon as that word came
what
out,
does
I
that
went,
mean?
degenerative?
It's indefinite.
Yeah, it means it's never going to get better. That means there's nothing you can do for it to get better. When it goes, it will go.
Mm-hmm.
And the bad thing is how he plays and how I think he's going to be asked to play.
Mm-hmm.
My fear is that he doesn't see a second contract. And people go, oh, I don't care. Well, you should.
Sure. That'd be
because if that knee's what puts him out, you're going to look like a moron. Because it came out and it was very obvious. Now, they did do a great job of hiding it till we were all gone. But things like that can get you fired. That's the part of these evaluations that I don't ever think people take. And when I say people, I mean fans on the whole. They don't take this into account. I mean, just think about the job you work every day.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go into your boss's office, pull your pants down, and take a whiz on his desk. That's a good way to get fired.
Sure.
You also don't do things that could get you fired. This is a 50-50 shot at best. And that's coming from a guy. I have him as the number 1 player in the class. Knowing what I know, I still have him 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's real easy for me to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the knee puts him out, I gave every warning that knee could – nobody will hold that against me. If he's really good for 4 years and the knee goes away, nobody's coming at me saying, you had Caleb Downs at 1. Yeah, and he went to 3 Pro Bowls while he was still upright.
Mm-hmm.
GMs, it's a whole different ballgame. Especially if you get into that second tier and you took Caleb Downs over Vega Ioane, Rueben Bain, the slew of wide receivers, Keldrick Falk, Caden McDonald. At some point, you got to mitigate risk. That's how guys like Kyle Hamilton fall. He runs slow. That's all they needed.
Mm-hmm.
You had all those years of good tape, and that was enough for GMs to go, I can't do it.
Yep.
Can't do it.
Yep.
Elemento fired. Won't do it.
Mm-hmm. And look how that worked out for you. And how many would go back and do it differently now? Hindsight's 20/20. I get it. You don't get Sometimes you don't get an opportunity to make more than one big mistake like this. I understand that. I still think the reward of having a guy of what he could be would be worth the gamble. especially anywhere past an 8. Because at this point, it gets like throwing darts at a board.
I hate when people say that. If you're picking guys in the first round and you feel like this is throwing darts at a board, your team sucks at this.
Then how do so many screw it up is the question.
Oh, I can explain that easily. Because look at the teams that screw it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't plan for this.
Everybody screws up draft picks.
Yeah, it's funny you said that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't plan this because we didn't talk about this before the show. And I genuinely have absolutely no idea who I'm getting ready to find.
Okay.
I'm just going to pull up the first-round picks of the Baltimore Ravens for the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read them in order. You tell me where the big miss here is. Malachi Starks, Nate Wiggins, Zay Flowers, Kyle Hamilton, Tyler Linderbaum, Rashad Bateman, who was 27, Odafe Owa.
Mm-hmm.
That was a bad receiver class, too. No, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Queen, Hollywood Brown, Hayden Hurst.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pretty bad mess right there.
Mm-hmm.
But you made up for that 7 picks later with Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Humphrey, Ronnie Stanley. That's back to 2016.
That's a good crew.
That's not throwing darts at a board unless you're real good at darts.
Mm-hmm.
Because even your misses still hit the board. I think Nate Wiggins was a miss.
Right.
Rashad Bateman was a miss. They'll both see second contracts.
Mm-hmm.
A miss is Josh Rosen, who doesn't see the end of the first one.
Right. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll keep talking to NFL Draft up next.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
All right, we're continuing watching that sun walk right across the sky, and it's multiple days of sunshine. I mean, at times there may be a few clouds, and temperatures are going to be unseasonably mild, almost 20 degrees above normal. Records, probably. Every day, I don't know about that. Maybe. 87 today, and I'm just going near 90 Wednesday through Saturday. It's going to be 88, 91. What's the difference, right? No rain, maybe some showers by Sunday. That's your Hickory Metro weather. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic on Oldies Radio for the Hickory Metro.
This report is sponsored by Burger King. Burger King has been working on the Whopper, and thanks to you, it's never tasted better. Flame grilled beef, crisp produce, and a perfectly toasted bun. Whether it's been weeks or years, come try the Whopper again for only $3.99 on Whopper Wednesday. Terms apply. Visit bk.com/terms.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature-Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
During Lowe's Deck Days, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. Shop the brands pros trust at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
At Ingalls, we celebrate the amazing women who show the world exactly what it means to throw like a girl, hit like a girl, play like a girl, and dream like a girl. Ingalls, we're with you. every step of the way.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz. He throws to the end zone. Touchdown.
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back. Iron Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses? That's all Take's going to call it.
Live from the Ingalls studio, weekdays at noon. ESPN Asheville.
I'm Scarlett Johansson. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. You can join the movement to end hunger by donating, volunteering, and advocating. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back.
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. Heard everywhere on the iHeart Radio app, and we are seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to sportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. You also, once you get to the YouTube, want to click that pinned message up there, that little link right there to the Patreon. That'll get you over to purchase the mullet, which is Jeremy's version of the Ultimate Draft Guide. All of the things that you need to know going into next week's 2026 NFL Draft in Pittsburgh is encapsulated inside the mullet. I mean, other than, obviously, the medical for Caleb Downs.
Bob Brown said, great job. I love Bob. Mm-hmm. Bob's as draft nerd as they come. When Bob says great job, I feel like I have indeed done a great job.
Yep. You have. The mullet looks really good. Go on to the Patreon link. Purchase it for the low price of $13.99. And you'll have the first 393 pages. And then there's a second batch that'll be coming your way next week that'll have the full 7-round mock draft. What else? The rest of the players for this year. So you get the first 300 players on the first shipment.
You get 301 to 500.
There you go.
In the next one, you also get the fantasy football guide from Great North Sports. Mm-hmm. You get my final mock draft with trades. It's the only time I do trade. I think mock draft trades are one of the stupidest things we do.
Yes.
Because they're all so completely harebrained.
Not quite as stupid as the, hey, everybody trades in the first round. Let's do that one. I haven't seen that mock yet this year. Everybody makes a trade. You know what I'm talking about. Bill Barnwell usually does it, doesn't he?
Yep. Another entity that I know quite well because I may or may not have been a part of that. Yeah, they do it too.
Yeah. What? What are you talking about? You may have been a part of what?
There's a website that does that same thing that I may have contributed.
Oh, all the trades thing?
I may have contributed to some of the things they did over the years.
At least they draft real players, though. At least there's that.
Hey, Daffy Duck would be a great receiver for the Carolina Panthers.
Draft season is coming to a close, unfortunately.
If you ain't figured it out yet, no holds barred. We're 10 days away from the NFL draft.
Right.
I shan't take a prisoner one.
The draft is coming up next Thursday in Pittsburgh, and we will be there on the last leg of the Ingalls Living the Dream Tour. Jeremy, we've got A-plus mock drafts to get to here in this hour. We will have any breaking news that comes our way. that we're begging for.
I'm going to go out
At
on a limb and
this
say
point-
breaking news is going to be limited.
Well, you never know. Something could happen.
Look, if you've made it to this point, you're waiting to see how the board falls. And I will say it has been very common for people to say to me, I just really don't see how this is going to fall. I don't know. I don't like it. I feel like the top 10 it may not be set in concrete, but the concrete's been poured and it's actively drying.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, we've felt that way before, though, and there's always a curveball somewhere.
Oh, I mean, all you need to upset the apple cart is somebody trades up with Tennessee to take Jeremiyah Love.
Yes.
And then everything falls to pieces.
Right. Everything goes bananas. Every plan gets blown up. And then it's just like draft day. It's just like the movie where you got people calling each other up going, what's happening? I don't know what's happening.
What are we doing?
It's like, everybody stole my pick. What do I do now? Well, just trade me your pick and you'll be happy. Because that's how easy it's done. Brett Veach just out here taking advantage of people.
What do you know about Bo Callahan that I don't know?
You get the young guy Jeff Carson down in Jacksonville. He don't know what the hell he's doing.
Bo, I got a question for you. Did any of your teammates come to your birthday party?
You ruined it.
You're
trying to ruin a young man. Some of my finest handiwork. It is time. It's time to watch Draft Day once again. We'll be having a Draft Day watch party at the NFL Draft.
Oh, I feel like we have to throw it on the big screen in the house and just get after it. Yeah. Gambit fan said that movie was hilarious for all the wrong reasons. Yes, it was.
It's so entertaining, though.
I mean, look,
Kevin
I
Costner.
spent the first 45 minutes going, wait a minute. So you're saying that Jennifer Garner is sleeping with Kevin Costner? He's old enough to be her dad. Then I Google it.
That was the part. That was the part you looked at and went,
I do
yeah,
that
doesn't
so
make
often.
any sense. The budget girl sleeping with the GM, that makes no sense.
It drives my wife crazy that every movie we watch, at some point, I go, that girl wouldn't sleep with that guy. There's no way. No way. No way. She can swing a dead cat and hit a better suitor than that one.
Mm-hmm. Love that that's what you were stuck.
It drives me bonkers.
Mm-hmm. Give me a good movie with Kevin Costner and Dennis Leary. Man.
But the only thing that made me sad is that Dennis Leary never sang it anymore.
I really did want one good Dennis Leary rant. And he never really, he never gave us that. He never delivered one of those, unfortunately. Kevin probably wouldn't allow it to happen.
For sure.
He's a jackwagon.
Nice enough guy.
Is he?
He's actually met two separate people that work on this show. Colin has a super chat.
Okay. Super chat it is.
It's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money, money.
Colin said, I'm confused. Hypothetically, if the Chiefs trade up to 3, who are they taking? Cornerback's too high. I don't agree with you. Makes sense to me. I would say probably Mansour Delane.
Wow, okay.
You made a face.
Okay.
Do you really think 3's too high for Delane?
Yes.
I don't. All right, let me ask this a different way. I tell you only 3 guys in the top 10 ever make an all-pro team.
Mm-hmm.
Get me to 3 without saying Mansour Delane's name. Your objective is to not make me laugh because there are 2 names that you can say that I will literally defecate on myself. I will laugh so hard.
Well, one would be Caleb Downs if he goes in the top 10.
Sure.
One would be Jeremiyah Love.
Sure.
Sonny Styles.
The guy that has played linebacker for a year.
Yeah.
Because he's a big, tall guy. Go back and watch that Miami tape and tell me how confident you are on Sonny Styles. I forgot he was on the team for 2 quarters. And that's one of the only teams they played all year where I go, that was apples to apples.
Mm-hmm.
Mansour Delane's hit rate is probably double Sonny Styles. I would say Sonny Styles' bust rate is at least 40%.
Okay.
Now, hit rate, real high. But you tell me there's only 3 here? I would go Jeremiyah Love, probably Delane at 2, and then I would probably say Arvell Reese. I think Arvell Reese's hit rate is real high. The bust rate's scary, but I would say his hit rate's high.
Mm-hmm.
So people forget this. Sonny Styles has been a linebacker for a year.
Okay.
There are so many things about him that literally you could have copy and pasted off Isaiah Simmons' prospect profile for me from, what was that, 6 years ago?
Something like that.
Scares me to death. And I like the kid. He's in my top 10. I got all the – we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Mansour Delane has no miss whatsoever. None. His low side is, well, he's never better than a really good number 2. Oh, shucks or doodles. What will I do with I took a number 2 corner in the top 10?
Well, I mean, it's got a chance not to be one of the most successful picks in the top 10 if that is the case. But, I mean, it's not like it's going to get you fired.
Oh, no. Mansour Delane's going to be a player in this league. Sander Sports asked, Jeremy, can you confidently say Mansour comes into the league and immediately he's a top 5 corner? No. I can't say he comes in. But then again, I couldn't have said that about Derek Stingley. I couldn't have said it about Sauce Gardner. Corner is a hard position to come in and be that high end at.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I can tell you. He's going to come into this league, and at no point is he ever going to be an albatross. Derek Stingley, people forget this, was an albatross for a year.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't do anything until they built that team out. And then all of a sudden he got better.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you tell me Mansour Delane goes to Kansas City? Okay. He's the one. Noel Williams is the 2. That secondary is pretty good. All they got to do is find one edge rusher. And I feel good about them defensively.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'll put it this way. You remember how much I liked Christian Gonzalez?
Yes.
I like Mansour significantly better.
Wow. Okay. That's impressive. Still feel like if you did that though, you shot too far because I just don't feel like you have to go that high to get him. Do you? Are you at risk of losing him to anybody ahead of you other than
the Giants?
The Giants or
Giants?
The Giants at 5.
Giants at 5. I don't think Cleveland at 6. I mean, just teams in front of Kansas City. Giants at 5, Saints at 8, Commanders at 7. All.
Could potentially take Mansour Delane.
And Sander asked, significantly, what's the separation? Mansour's tape is way better. There's no projection here. There's absolutely no projection with Mansour Delane. I've seen him play in 2 completely different schemes. I've seen him play man. I've seen him play zone. There is nothing you're going to throw at him in the NFL that I haven't already seen him do 400 times.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's so rare with corners. A lot of times you'll draft a corner. I mean, some of these colleges, they only play man 5 to 10% of the time. So you draft a guy that was in a zone-heavy scheme, he may only have 50 man reps the entire time he was in college. So you're taking this off such a small sample size. It's pathetic. Delane? Nah, I'm good. I know exactly what you are.
All right.
I don't remember. How high was he in the book? Do you remember?
Mansour Delane? I do not remember.
He wound up at
Probably
5.
7.
He was 5.
5. Okay.
He was 5.
All right. Let's take a quick break here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Today's A-plus mock drafts coming to you from the AFC West.
You want to go high to low or low to high?
We'll go low to high.
So we'll start with the Raiders.
Yes. Yeah. We'll start with the team that's got the number 1 pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Fernando Mendoza and the Las Vegas Raiders coming up next here on ESPN Asheville.
Speed on the bases, power at the plate, Gold Glove defense across the diamond. The Stars of Atlanta are ready to take the field.
Michael Harris going to sprint back, and he somehow makes the catch Willie Mays style and goes into the wall.
Back and under new management, Tar Heel Walt Weiss takes the helm, chopping toward another playoff run. The Mountain's home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville, proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
On the Serving Pancakes podcast, conversations about volleyball go beyond the court. As the League One volleyball season heads towards its final stretch, there's no better time to tune in. You'll hear unfiltered analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and conversations with leaders making an impact across the sport. Whether you're following the final push of Love's season or just love the game, Serving Pancakes brings you closer to the action and the people shaping the future of volleyball. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Serving Pancakes, and listen now.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! You might not know this, but at the Ingalls Bakery, we actually bake things. Like crusty breads, delicious apple fritters, cakes for any occasion. And did we mention the cookies? It's all in the bag. Ingalls. Low prices. Love the savings.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
It is ESPN Asheville. Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. A-plus mock drafts for the AFC West. First up today, the team with the #1 pick.
Fernando Mendoza.
And the 2026 NFL Draft. It's coming up in Pittsburgh. We'll be there on the last leg of the Ingalls Living the Dream Tour, and we'll get to see them call his name, and then he'll be on a screen live from Miami. Because Fernando Mendoza, nope, not going to do it. Not coming to the NFL Draft. Because Pittsburgh is just such a sinful town. See, he wanted to stay back at home.
I'm actually shocked how many guys have opted not to come to the draft. As we talked about it with Mendoza, there were 13 others that got invited, and they said no.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would say Mendoza's reasoning is a lot different than the others.
My question is, what's the great benefit?
You get to do the red carpet. It's an experience.
Mm-hmm. It is. But also, when you're in a class with as much volatility as this one, you don't want to be the guy that is sitting there looking like an idiot in the green room on night 2 when you've been sitting there since round 1.
Geno. You want to be Geno Smith.
Right. You don't want to be Aaron Rodgers sitting there falling 20 picks and them constantly going back to you every pick going, what's wrong? Oh, let's see if he's crying now, which you kind of felt like they were doing to Aaron Rodgers by the end of that draft or by the time he got down to 23 or wherever it was he was picked. You don't want to be that guy. And if you're not going to be one of those guys that's up in the top 10, I mean, is there really a great benefit for me being there? Because chances are I'm going to be on a Zoom call anyway, right? I'll still get my FaceTime on ESPN. I could just be live at home.
I would not want to watch this at home, but I've already said that.
Sure. you want the glitz and the glamour and all of the things. Absolutely.
I earned my night. I want to throw on the sweet tux, take my shot at Kay Adams, and move on.
Mm-hmm. He wants to have the cool suit, the shiny green suit that has weird things sewn into the embroidery of it. What would your secret message be? Like that pinstripe suit that Conor McGregor broke the world with years ago, where the pinstripes spelled out a certain expletive. What would the secret message on the mullet suit look like? What would it be?
Oh, it'd be built different.
Just built different.
It would be hashtag built different. Which, by the way, now that I've said that, now I really want a suit jacket that does that.
That's good.
I know at least 2 tailors. We need to talk. That would be so sweet.
That's an expensive suit. No doubt.
So I like suits. I don't like being forced to wear them.
What do you mean so? Well, I mean, it's an expensive suit.
With a Fireball logo in the background. Like embossed in the background. You just see the Fireball
you made
dragon.
It weird. And see, you made it weird. He would definitely have the Fireball lining on the inside. Like you open it up and it's got the little dragon guy in it.
It's just a bunch of little dragons surrounded. Yep. That's so. I'm gonna need that in my life.
We just designed his draft.
Yeah,
suit.
if there's a tailor listening to this show, we need to talk.
Yeah. Fireball lining in the jacket. Hashtag built different as the pinstripes on the suit. I would love to know if you could get a price quote on that. Because that thing, what did you find? Did you just find a Fireball suit?
I did.
Oh, my gosh. Is it all Fireball, or is it just the inside accent?
It's the outside.
Does it have all the little dragons all over it? Yeah, that's too much. That's way too much. You don't want to go down that far.
That is sweet. The Las Vegas Raiders.
Yes. A+ mock draft for the Las Vegas Raiders. Your number 1 pick. You've got it. You're sticking with it. It's Fernando Mendoza.
No doubt. Kirk Cousins. There you go. That's what you got.
Congratulations.
That's what he'll be. And in this league, Kirk Cousins won a lot of games.
Yep.
I don't love him as a number 1 pick, but
here you are.
He's the number 1 quarterback in the class, and not even close.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a great possibility that Fernando Mendoza is going to end up being a really okay quarterback in this league. In fact, I kind of feel like that's the floor. The floor is being really okay.
Oh, the perk of Mendoza is that his range of outcomes is on the high side, he's 12. On the low side, he's 15. End of message.
Oh, in his quarterback ranking?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of this. If you're the Raiders, you know the quarterback is not what's going to preclude you from winning for the next 10 years, which is really all you can expect. There are only, out of 32 teams, there are 4 that their quarterback's going to consistently win them games. The other 52 guys on the roster are who win games for the other 28 teams.
Yeah. We like to use baseball analogies sometimes in other sports, and especially in the draft. We talk about stand-up doubles. To me, Fernando's a stand-up double.
Sure.
Who, with the right pieces around him, how you build this team out from here, could be an inside-the-park home run at some point.
Yeah, all you need is the outfielder to bobble it and maybe fall down.
Exactly.
David L. in our YouTube chat said, his floor is Brock Purdy. His ceiling is Brock Purdy. I love how that was said.
That was good. That was very good. Very good. All right. Now, after that, the Vegas Raiders' second pick at 36.
I considered a lot of stuff for Vegas when we did this. I thought about an edge to put on the other side of Max Crosby. I thought about adding a receiver here, but I actually think I like the value better waiting around. So I went Caleb Lamu.
Okay.
I feel like he's falling. Now that I know pretty confidently that Cleveland's going to go Monroe Freeling on the high side, that means they'll go receiver later, which, by the way, could end up being Jordan Tyson. He's falling. Cleveland could end up getting two of the players that I have mocked to them in the same first round with the same two picks that they started with, which has happened more times than you would think.
Mm-hmm. Caleb Lomu will be the right tackle?
Yes. I don't buy DJ Glaze. I never have. And I think you've got to have the bookends for a young quarterback. I mean, look how many times we see teams do this, that you take the quarterback at 1, and then the first pick of the second round is either a tackle or a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that I'm so confident that Lomu ends up there, listen to the teams that pick after Cleveland. Because I've comfortably had Lomu with Cleveland a good part of the process. You go Bears, Bills, 49ers, Houston Texans, Kansas City Chiefs, Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots, Seattle Seahawks. Name me the team in that's going to take a right tackle. I'll give you a hint. There's not one.
No Houston. No.
Houston's added 8 guys to the offensive line this offseason.
That's true.
I mean, where do they think they're all going to play? Yes, I do think they will add pieces to the offensive line, but if they were going to do it, it'd be Caden Proctor, not Caleb Lamu.
Mm. Miami.
I don't see them taking a right tackle at 30. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I just don't think they're going to.
Okay.
They have bigger needs, and there will be better value there.
Mm-hmm.
So Lamu falls in your lap here. You wind up with Colton Miller and Lamu to protect Fernando Mendoza. And to me, I think we're off to a really good start.
Yep. Okay. Caleb Lomu at 36. And then?
Didn't even consider anybody else here. It was Elijah Surratt from day one. And it's been Elijah Surratt the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Third round pick number 67.
Surratt he reminds me so much of Jacoby Myers. I detest player comps. That's one of my favorite ones that I've ever done. Because it's the same guy. Speed's not crazy. It's all in the nuance. It's all in how they run routes. And they're just always open. And Fernando's already really comfortable with him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the safety blanket that he's probably your number 2 receiver to start. He could ultimately be the one in Vegas. I do not like that receiving core.
Well, it'd be impossible to like the receiving core. I mean, even Jalen Naylor's mother looks at the receiving core and goes, we could do better.
Are you sure you want my son to be your one? Because I don't think he should.
Trey Tucker's mom goes, do we have 3 usable wide receivers on this team? Because I'm not sure that we really do. Wide receiver was definitely always going to be on the list of things that they added, and the fact that there are 2 Indiana guys to add with Fernando Mendoza, it all just makes too much sense for them to get one or the other. Now with Omar Cooper going 16 to the Jets, then the Vegas Raiders are going to have to settle for the other one.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's settling. I think if you asked Fernando which one of those 2 would you like to bring with you, of course he will say, well, I would really like to bring both of them because they're both really good receivers, and I would love to have them in Las Vegas. No, Fernando, you only get one. Oh, Elijah Surratt.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Yeah. All right, and then the Raiders back up at number 102 in the 4th.
What's the best friend of a quarterback?
His mother.
No, that's the best friend of this quarterback. What's the best friend of every quarterback? Good defense.
Okay.
So now I've got to get that defense to a point where it flies around. Jayshon Barham. This is one of the weirdest players in this class because he's not a great edge. I don't think he's an edge at all. I think he's a linebacker.
Okay.
I've always thought he was a linebacker, and I think that's where he's going to play in the NFL. Now, he comes in, that's a first 2 down hammer. If you don't want a team to be able to bleed the clock out on you, you want a player like Barham on your team because he's a hammer run defender. I don't know that he's ever going to be a great pass rusher. He just doesn't really have any – there's no moves. He's not Frank Costanza. He doesn't, a stop short. He doesn't have that. He's just a dude that plays with his hair on fire and tries to kill running backs. And I look at that Vegas defense and go, I need some of those guys. I need some lunatics. And I think you put him with Quay. You put him with who's the other one? Nakobe Dean. I think those three form a really nice rotation because they kind of do some of the stuff that the others don't. Mm-hmm. Or each one of them do something that the other two don't. That's how I was trying to say it.
Don't forget Jamin Davis is on this team as well.
I didn't
love him.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't. I also didn't forget the long snapper, the punter, or the kicker. Oh, I thought we were talking about special teamers.
117, their second pick in the 4th round.
Jalen Kilgore. I think he's going to play that Brian Branch role, be an absolute blitzing demon off the edge. I just don't know that he's ever going to be good enough in coverage. Because that's the knock on him, is Kilgore's really played a lot of corner. I just don't think he's good enough. He's the move piece that kind of turns into your C.J. Gardner-Johnson, where I'm going to move him around so often that you don't know what he's going to do, and it mitigates some of his downfalls.
Okay.
A lot of people will still see Kilgore that low and go, really? Really?
Mm-hmm. Third pick in the 4th round at 134.
Tim Keenan III. If you're looking for a defensive tackle that's going to come in and play the first 2 downs and be exactly what you think he's going to be, that's your dude. Mm-hmm. Like David L. said about Fernando Mendoza. High side, Brock Purdy. Low side, Brock Purdy.
Comp pick in the 5th round, 175.
Tyron Montgomery, wide receiver out of John Carroll. I don't know why I've been so locked into them taking him. I've had him with the Raiders in every mock I've done, and I don't know why.
Just trying to recall Al Davis?
No. Well, he's not that fast. I mean, he's fast enough, but he's not like some 4.25 guy. I look at him and go, I think Clint Kubiak's going to lose his mind about him. We go back to Seattle. He built an entire roster with guys that were predominantly slot receivers. Tyron Montgomery is a slot receiver. Mm-hmm. He's also a slot receiver that I think if you coach him up is crafty enough to play on the outside. It also made me feel a little better when I saw John Carroll may have had their pro day outside of Walmart somewhere, but he measured at just under 6 foot, and that made me feel a lot better about him. I couldn't tell quite how tall he was. I never got close enough to him at the Senior Bowl to put they have that little thing outside right at the door of gas stations I know how tall I am. Mm-hmm. So if I get real close to you, I can go, From afar, he looked about 5'7". He measured 5'11", 1. Mm-hmm. So that makes me think, maybe he could play on the outside.
All right, in the 6th round, Vegas has the 185th pick.
Eric Gentry, linebacker out of USC. I laugh every time this guy's name comes up. He's 6'7". Like not, almost 6'7". No, like legit measured 6'07", 1. Tallest linebacker in recorded history at the Combine. He also has the longest wingspan in the class. He's a cheat code against tight ends. Look at the tight ends in your division. Mm-hmm. Between Rondé Gadsden, Travis Kelce, Evan Ingram, I think you'll probably have Elijah Stowers with Denver. Yeah. That's the guy. It's going to take 2 years because he really needs to gain some weight. I mean, I think he weighed in 222 pounds at 6'7". That's not thin. That's go eat a cheeseburger immediately.
Mm-hmm. 208.
Roman Hemby, running back out of Indiana. There's nothing behind Ashton Genty. The Raiders are in the top 5 of teams that I feel like have to, at the very least, throw a dart at a running back. And I know you like Hemby a lot. I'm slightly more preferential to Kalen Black, but I like both.
Yeah. Roman Hemby is – you could do much worse, I think, for a 6th round pick. Because as you said, you're throwing a dart here. I'm not looking for the guy who has to be my every down back. I'm looking for a guy who can just be a spell back. And number 219, 7th round final pick of the A-plus mock draft.
Jalen Husky, safety out of Maryland. A lot of people really like him. He falls into that weird jack of all trades, master of none, because he can do practically anything. I don't think he has a calling card yet, and that's probably going to push him down because those guys wind up having to be special teamers until they – it's almost like a kid in college that hasn't declared a major yet. You're just taking all those classes you have to take to get him out of the way. That's kind of where he's at because I'm not sure if he's going to be an over-the-top or a thumper because I've seen both. I've seen him do both. I just don't think he's great at any of them. Mm-hmm. But in terms of raw prospect, that's what I want my safeties to look like.
No.
So he's got all of those elements. I just think lack of history on special teams is probably going to hurt him a little bit.
Follow us at the Sportsocracy on all the social medias, on the YouTube stream. We've got it pinned to the top of the page there of the comment section. By the Mullet, the 2026 NFL Ultimate Draft Guide from at the NFL Draft Nerd, Jeremy Green. $13.99, 393 pages, chock full of tasty little morsels for your Draftmas season.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Doesn't hit 90 much this time of year. We'll get close as we go through the next several days. Lots of sunshine around. Today about 85, tonight 55, so pretty comfortable at night. Tomorrow we'll make that run, plenty of sunshine. Going to park it at 88 for now. Thursday, sunshine 85. Friday, sunshine 85, and up near 90 and partly sunny on Saturday. Maybe a shower Sunday. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com.
These days, it's getting harder and harder to trust what you're seeing. Who made it? Is it real? But with iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. And if you own or manage a business here or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way in creating your future customers. Make iHeartMedia a part of your 2026 plan today. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. Again, that's iHeartAdvertising.com.
This April, experience music that speaks to the soul. The Asheville Symphony presents Masterworks 6, Requiem, featuring Mozart's powerful final masterpiece and Tchaikovsky's radiant serenade for strings, performed live with the Asheville Symphony Orchestra and 4 exceptional soloists under the direction of Darko Buderus. Join your Asheville Symphony on Saturday, April 18th at 2 or 8 p.m. at First Baptist Church of Asheville. Tickets at ashevillesymphony.org.
News Radio 570 WWNC, now on the FM dial. Okay, whose butt did we kiss to get this? Oh, that was well worth it. Now covering Western North Carolina on 570 and 92.9 FM.
Got something to say?
Love you.
Well, just tap the red talkback mic on the free iHeartRadio app.
Let's go.
Requests, contests, or just to say hi.
Hey, this is Heather.
Get your voice on the air fast.
I got the windows rolled down, the moonroof open.
Open the iHeartRadio app and try it now.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Gather around the Draftmas tree, cue the carols, and join the jolliest bunch of draft holes on their way to the Berg, counting down to the 2026 NFL Draft. The Sportsocracy, weekdays at noon on ESPN Asheville.
At Ingles, we know that fresh means local. The best ingredients don't come from a world away. They come from your own backyard. From the farms we support, to the stores we love, to the tables you treasure. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. We are heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. We're seen everywhere on the YouTubes. Also, don't forget, it's mullet time. The ultimate draft guide is out, and I've been told to correct myself. It's $14 flat, not $13.99.
Can't add change on Patreon. So. Now, once it goes up on the website, if, the handler of the website ever gets their thumb out of their keister.
Okay, all right. Then it's going to be $13.99 there?
Yes.
So it's going to be 1 penny cheaper?
Yes.
In a different spot? We can't do that. Could never do that. He's like, I'm going to kill you. It's not going to take much. I will kill you. It's $14 on the Patreon. Hit the link at the top of the YouTube comments section. Okay, now it's time to get weird.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
All right, Jeremy, you got one for us? You got a doozy for us today?
I do. It's the reason that I don't take part in lotteries or raffles or any of those things.
Okay.
Man from Paris could not believe his luck. He turned a $117 raffle ticket into a $1 million Picasso painting. First of all, this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. The contest was one Picasso for 100 euros.
Mm-hmm.
Ari Hadara, 58, considers himself an art amateur who's just fond of Picasso. Entered the contest, gets the painting, all the things are hunky-dunky. Mm-hmm. How many tickets do they sell to this thing?
Oh, ain't no telling. 20,000.
120,000.
120,000. Wow. That's
you had a 1 in 120,000 chance of winning this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you paid 117 euros. What did that net? You paid $117, which is 100 euros.
Mm-hmm.
Net's 12 million euros. It's $14 million. Mm-hmm. So the organizers of this event made $14 million on one $1 million painting.
Yes.
Yep. You ever heard that phrase, pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered? Right here. I will never enter one of your raffles, you heathens.
Well, I mean, they did give it to Alzheimer's research.
Sure. I'm not against where it went. I'm against the odds. That's not how you do that's 14 times what it's worth.
Yeah.
You have to cap the sales. Get, I don't know, another prize, you jackals. Get somebody a set of golf clubs, a trip at Hilton Head. Do something.
So what is the ratio? What is
1 to 119,999 losers? That is the ratio.
No, I'm saying what is your ratio?
Significantly better than that.
What should it be? Your odds to win should be 1 in 50,000?
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they didn't pay $1 million for the painting.
Probably not. It was probably donated.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Go get 3 more, you heathens.
That's not the point, though. The point is to raise money
for
Alzheimer's research.
Did it. But I feel like the people that were in this raffle are going, oh, wait, I kind of feel like I got hosed here.
Why? You had as much a chance as everybody else. You had just as good of a chance as of whoever you said. What was his name?
Ari
Hadara. There you go. You had just as good a chance as Hari Dagara. I don't see the problem.
Bob Brown said maybe the organizers of that raffle can help get the pricing right for the mullets. That was not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
You blame GoDaddy. Yes, I am ready to shame them. That is who houses our website. Jacques Hughes.
Mm-hmm. It's Danica Patrick's fault, right?
I don't blame Danica for anything except breaking Aaron Rodgers' heart and his brain.
I was going to say, I think she did a number on Ricky Stenhouse, too.
She's kind of done a number on everybody that we know she's dated.
Just like she did to every car in NASCAR when she was on the track.
Beat the fenders off of them. I don't think anybody ever told her, you have to race this car again, right?
We'll fix it.
Don't care.
Fix it.
Sheet metal's cheap. Ruben's racing.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, A+ mock draft time. I guess the Kansas City Chiefs are next because they were the third-place team in that division.
They're the only team left that didn't make the playoffs, which feels weird to say out loud.
It is weird. But even though we didn't see a 6-11 season coming for the Kansas City Chiefs last year, here we sit. Kansas City with the top 10 pick, and at number 9,
Mansour Delane.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City has to hope for chaos. Your hope is that 2 linemen sneak up in front of you, or Rueben Bain gets picked in front of you, or somebody fell in love with Keldrick Falk, or whatever could possibly have happened. You need New Orleans to – this Carnell Tate thing with New Orleans, you need that to be accurate. Do I think it's accurate? No, I do not. But the best-case scenario is that Delane falls right in your lap.
Okay.
Because that is the true, honest-to-God, number 1 cornerback that Kansas City needs.
Mm-hmm.
With no Trent McDuffie, you got Noel Williams, end of message. Repeat the line.
You spent high draft capital on Trent McDuffie when you got him. Right? It took him like 10.
20. No, he was 21?
I was thinking he was in the teens.
I think Trent McDuffie was 21.
You're probably more. I defer to you when it comes to the automatic memory because mine ain't so great.
Let's go.
Good.
Let's go. 21 on the dot. Well, and it was a trade. I just can't remember with who.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm more impressed that I remember that.
Mm-hmm. You've invested capital in the position before. So there's none of that. Mansour Delane at 9, or Kenyon Sadiq, or
there's only 2 correct answers for Kansas City at 9. Mansour Delane, Jermod McCoy. We don't need to go further. Corner gets awful gross. And I don't know if you've looked at how gross corner actually gets. I love Chris Johnson. So I think there's actually a third. I just probably wouldn't take him until late in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would be looking at him at 29. From there, I like Brandon Cisse. Every other corner should go no earlier than 75 because they're all projects. Julian Neal, Takario Davis, Traden Stukes, Ephesians Prysock, Hezekiah Masses. Once you get past that, Eep. You've got to – one of those first 2 picks has to be a corner, and the only way it's the second one is if they really believe in Chris Johnson or they really believe in Brandon Cisse. Because I don't like Colton Hood really at all. I know where he's going to go, and it's going to be 20 spots higher than I think he should go. But there's no way I'm counting on that.
Yeah. All right. So going corner at 9. And then
Cassius Howell at 29.
Okay.
Hope that he falls because of the short arms. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen. I think it would be more likely that you're going TJ Parker or this is too early for Zion Young. Cassius Howell's the one with actual legit honest-to-God pass rush chops. I like him better standing up in a 3-4. Do not get that twisted.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to sacrifice a little bit because, to me, the edge rushers are Bailey. Arville's an off-ball linebacker, but he can get after a quarterback. R. Mason Thomas, and then a drop off a mountaintop. Cassius Howell's the last one of the group. Yeah. And you really need the deficiencies in him to be enough for him to fall in your lap. Because the play says he should go in the top 20. But if he lands to you here and you walk away with Delane and Cassius Howell, you've got to be ecstatic.
Absolutely.
But wait, there's more.
At number 40.
Eli Stowers. That's my ultimate replacement to Travis Kelce. I don't think he's ever going to be an inline guy to the point of I have talked to a handful of teams that have him as a wide receiver. Mm-hmm. Eli Stowers is starting to get into that. Are you going to be Evan Ingram-y, where you don't actually do any of the things that a tight end does, but you line up at tight end? I think he would be a matchup nightmare in year one with Kelce. And I think that would give you enough protection for him to play high-end snaps early.
Okay.
Yes, that would put you in more 12 and 13 personnel with those two and Noah Gray. But I really think Stowers is more of a receiver. Because he doesn't really block at all.
So Eli Stowers to the Kansas City Chiefs at 40.
Remember that name because you'll hear him at least one more time before this mock draft divisional breakdown is done.
Mm-hmm. Third round, 74.
Kamari Ramsey on the high side of safeties. He's not Downs. He's not McNeil, Warren. He's not Thieneman. But there is enough that I have seen from him that I think he can play early. Safety's another one of those positions that pretty much once Kamari Ramsey's gone, the rest of them we're projecting, can you play special teams? I think Ramsey can come up and play in slot, so this helps you a little bit there. He kind of takes that Brian Cook role in terms of where he lines up. He just plays very differently than that. Mm-hmm. But I said it with the Raiders with Eric Gentry. He's really good against tight ends. And in this division, see, on their side, they have to add Brock Bowers in too. So you got Bowers, Ingram, Oronde Gadsden, whoever else the Chargers wind up lining up at tight end because they like playing two. He doesn't have the ball production. He only had 3 interceptions in 3 years. So that's a little scary, but that's why you can get him at 74. Mm-hmm. Play actually dictates he should go higher than that.
Fourth round, 109.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he played on this team, right?
He did.
Yeah, his doppelganger is Dazon Stribling. As soon as I figured this out, now I can't unsee it. They're the same guy. They are the 9 route, beat you over the top, not going to really do much in terms of – I don't think there's a lot of nuance to how Stribling runs routes. But when I've got Pat Mahomes, I don't need a ton of nuance. I need guys that can beat you over the top and let Rashee Rice and Kelce, and in this case Stowers, eat over the middle.
But can he catch?
Yeah.
Because MVS could not.
Yes.
So
yes, he's got he has better hands. I'm not telling you they're perfect because they're not. But he is a better catcher of the football than MVS was.
So MVS to DZS, Dazon Stribling. What? It's capital letters?
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh. 210.
210.
Isn't that where we're at? 210? Sixth round? No? Did I skip one?
Of course, my computer just went kaput. My computer just said,
nope. 176.
My computer's completely dead.
No? Oh, well, wonderful.
Hey, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah, you skipped 3 picks.
Did I?
148.
Oh, okay. 148.
Where are you getting your order from? You have the same slide. Whatever. 148 is Isaiah World. Offensive tackle from Oregon.
Yeah.
He's a BDD, but that's a year away from being a year away. Mm-hmm. Nevada, he was one of the highest-ranked transfers in the portal, but it didn't work out so hot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now 176.
169.
Oh, crap.
Aiden Fisher, linebacker from Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of fills the Leo Chenal role. of the guy's going to play in the middle next to Bolton.
Mm-hmm.
I think he will always – I think his comp was Drew Tranquil. He's always going to be in the right spot. The problem is he's a lot of times going to be half step slow to that spot. Add special teams value. I'm in like, not love.
Okay. 176.
There you go.
Hey, we got it.
Carson Beck.
Nailed it. Okay,
At some point, I want to add a quarterback to the room.
We don't need to talk about that one anymore.
No, I'm not in love with him. Don't get me wrong. I don't love Carson Beck. But I do think having a young kid in that room helps. And so
he's
Pat,
better than Chris Aludican.
Yeah, Pat and Aludican like playing golf together. That's awesome. Chris Aludican couldn't play dead in a Western. He is terrible.
210.
I struggled with this one more than you would think because there was still a position that I wanted to add to. Do you realize that there's not much on this roster in terms of running backs? So, you added Kenny Walker.
Mm-hmm.
What's behind him? I mean, the depth chart right now is you got Kenny Walker, he's had some bumps. Brashard Smith, who is only a passing work back. I mean, he's a former wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And Amari DeMarcado. Yeah, that guy that played for the Cardinals that couldn't figure out where the end zone was. I don't like this running back class. But if I'm looking for a situational piece like this at the back end of the class, I think there are a few that could end up being pretty good. So here I went the other Indiana running back, Kalen Black. I think that's about where he goes. He's more the Pacheco type that's going to 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
All right, A-plus mock draft for the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll continue A-plus mock drafts for the AFC West when we return here on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Doesn't hit 90 much this time of year. We'll get close as we go through the next several days. Lots of sunshine around. Today about 85, tonight 55, so pretty comfortable at night. Tomorrow we'll make that run. Plenty of sunshine. Going to park it at 88 for now. Thursday, sunshine 85. Friday, sunshine 85. And up near 90 and partly sunny on Saturday. Maybe a shower Sunday. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com.
Looking for your next career move? Don't miss the WNC Career Expo, April 16th from 11 to 4 at the WNC Ag Center. Meet top employers, explore new opportunities, and connect with companies hiring now. Learn more at ashevillechamber.org/expo.
You might not know this, but at the Ingalls Bakery, we actually bake things. Like crusty breads, delicious apple fritters, cakes for any occasion. And did we mention the cookies? It's all in the bag. Ingalls. Low prices. Love the savings.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
ESPN Asheville.
Yeah.
WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
We're back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We're heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. You want to make sure to follow us on all the socials at the Sportsocracy so you don't miss any of the shenanigans from the road. So we hit the road next week for Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the NFL Draft. We'll be there. We're not afraid. Like apparently 14 other NFL draft.
Well, I mean, we don't have we don't need anybody to select. Well, I mean, the NFL selected us to be one of the media outlets that gets covered on site. So, we appreciate that. It was awful sweet of you.
Yeah.
From there wasn't really another selection of us.
No. But we'll be there. We'll be there, bringing you as close to the action as we can through the radio and the YouTube and the social media. On the last leg of the Ingalls Living the Dream tour for the year, the mullet is out. Well, the first 300-some pages, nearly 400 pages of Draftmas goodness.
So much Draftmas goodness.
The ultimate NFL draft guide from the NFL Draft Nerd, Jeremy Green. It's got full-on player profiles, team profiles, team needs, A-plus mock drafts, position-by-position rankings. You got the first 300 players, the top 300 of the class of 2026 are ranked. Then next week, the second portion will come out that's got the fantasy impacts from Great North Sports. It's got Bill Workman's 301 to 500 ranked players. It also has his next year's rankings, right? The first look at next year's rankings from Bill will be included in that. He's already ranked how many for next year?
He would have to tell you that one in the chat because I'm not going to lie to you, I don't remember.
What's included in the book?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. It's a bunch of players. It's more than like the top 10 for next year. We can tell you that much. And the final mock draft as well will be included in the second portion of the release. You only have to buy it once to get the full version. It'll just come in two different parts.
Yes.
You can click on the link in the YouTube comments. They'll take you over to the Patreon. It's $14 on the Patreon, or wait until the website gets fixed and save a penny.
You can also go to the website, thesportsocracy.com, scroll past today's video link, and it will be right there as well.
On the Patreon.
You click that and take you to it.
There you go. So get that while supplies last. Supplies will last until draft day. Guaranteed. It's a digital copy.
Yeah, they'll last forever. You want to buy it 5 years from now.
Right. It'll still be there.
Still be there.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Does the price go down next year? Or does it actually go up because now it's an antique? It should go up. Next year, you could buy this year's for $25.99.
I'm going to venture a guess you'll be able to buy it for $14 as long as I am on the right side of the dirt.
Get the mullet, your ultimate NFL draft guide. A-plus mock drafts. We're talking about the AFC West teams today.
We have a super chat before we go any further.
Cause it's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money, money.
Beach said his top 3 for Kansas City. Mansour Delane, TJ Parker, Chris Brazil the second.
Okay. First 3 draft picks.
Would be solid as well. I don't like TJ Parker as much as some other people do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. I get why other people do. I have kind of a bugaboo about Clemson guys. They go to the NFL to die.
Mm-hmm.
It's brutal how bad some of these guys have been in the league.
If I'm drafting
like Miles Murphy.
Yeah.
Did you when I said his name, did you specifically know where he played?
No.
He plays for the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the team that drafted him in the first round, and he's done just a fraction more than I have.
Mm-hmm. If I'm drafting a Clemson player or a Clemson front player from this year, I like Peter Woods.
I do like Peter Woods. They don't quite have the same history of defensive tackles just being unmitigated turds. Brian Breeze, I didn't love, and I think he's kind of been exactly what I thought he would be.
Mm-hmm.
The edge guys just historically have not been awesome in the NFL.
Yeah. Bill Workman says he's at 300 for next year. So he's already got the 2027 top 300 mapped out.
I'm at 3 for next year. Arch, Lenora Sellers.
and
Julian Sayin. End of rankings.
Okay. All right.
That's not true. Dylan Stewart, Jeremiyah Smith.
There's a couple.
I am looking very forward to 27. I'm also dreading the heber-jeebers out of it because I know how involved this year was, and next year's class is way better.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot more names to learn.
I'm not worried about learning
Actually,
the names.
you shouldn't learn more names.
I'm not worried about learning the names.
You should learn less names next year.
I'm really focused on how am I going to rank this many blue-chip prospects. I take rankings very seriously.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a good thing you do the rankings and we don't have to. And then we get to enjoy it.
Bill and I do the rankings.
Yes.
Bill has as much involvement in the rankings as I do, which should tell you how much I trust Bill Workman. Because that's kind of like saying I would allow him to babysit my children for 9 months.
Okay. All right, continuing on here with the A-plus mock drafts in the AFC West. The Los Angeles Chargers are up next.
Not a ton of picks here.
No. You start at 22. What's your A-plus scenario at 22?
Emmanuel Pregnon. I feel like the Chargers are the team in this class that should be full on draft day. Emmanuel Pregnon, no matter what. I don't care. That's who it should be. And if we don't take him, we're going to be scrambling to find 2 guys with 5 picks that can do the same things he can. Because he can play center or guard.
Okay.
There's not a lot of guys in this class that I feel all that good about. And, yes, there are a lot of centers. There are a lot of them that are like Sam Hecht that I go, yep, know exactly what you're going to be. Between 10 and 15 in the NFL. Pregnon could be special. I'm not guaranteeing you that he will be. He just has that ability, and he can play center or guard. So if you run into those issues that you've had in the past, you just need 1 solid backup as opposed to 2. Because Pregnon can slide over to center. I think he would probably start at center.
Okay.
And then slide over to guard if he had to fill in for somebody else.
Okay.
You don't tend to have that go that way, but you also don't tend to have guys like Emmanuel Pregnon that are so good at doing both.
Mm-hmm.
Sanders Sports said, so he's Elgton Jenkins. Kinda. I don't think that's a bad comp. They don't play the same way. Pregnon's more Mauler. He's also about 20 pounds heavier, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. But as far as positional versatility,
sure,
fits the bill. All right, and then they pick at 55.
Malachi Lawrence. I don't like him in a lot of scenarios.
Okay.
I like him with the Chargers. I like him with the New England Patriots. And we have gotten to the end of that list. Because he can sit behind Khalil Mack for a year. In New England, they have found ways. I mean, what was Elijah Ponder, the kid out of Cal State who gives a damn? He was productive as an edge rusher. So if they can get anything, if anybody can get anything out of him, it's either Vrabel in that defense or Harbaugh in that defense.
Okay.
Now, am I a little scared that they have a new defensive coordinator? A little bit. I like Jesse Minter a lot. I am not as in love with Malachi Lawrence as everybody else is. He has the height, the weight, the speed. He's that player and funny enough, don't read too much into this. Friday we'll be unveiling the I don't know why I want to keep saying Jared Goff team. The Josh Rosen team of players in this draft class that I don't like nearly as much as the rest of the industry does. Good possibility that you'll see this name there. I don't get what it is that people see in him. He did that thing that players do every single year. They take the helmet and the pads off, and they put the shorts and the T-shirt on, and then we lose our minds at what they do. I don't care what you do in shorts. When I see you do it in shorts and you didn't do it in pads, it actually creates more questions than it creates answers. Because what I can't figure out is why did you have a Miami transfer on the opposite side of you that was a 4 or 5-star recruit, and you had 10 sacks the entire time you were at Central Florida, playing against Big 12 competition? You don't play many Houstons in the NFL. I used a bad example there because you play a Houston in the NFL.
I was going to say you at least play one.
You don't play many Cincinnatis.
Mm-hmm.
I did it again.
Did it again.
I did it again. I was just trying to think of the mediocre teams that can't block.
Baylor.
There we go.
There's no Baylors in the NFL.
There are no Baylors in the NFL.
There are no Kansas States.
There is a Kansas City, though.
There's a Kansas City, but no Kansas or Kansas State.
I think he's a year away from being a contributor, and I think he's two away from being a starter.
Mm-hmm.
The Chargers can be patient with him and just make him a situational pass rusher.
So the A+ is that he's here at 55 in the second round.
And the scary part is that I'm afraid he's not.
I was going to say, is that logical?
Yes.
Okay.
I think the media is who's in love with him.
Okay. Third round, number 86.
Darrell Jackson Jr. I think I've had him to the Chargers in every mock draft I've done because I just see him as that Poona Ford that I've seen in the middle of this defense in the past. Sebastian Joseph Day. I do think I think he's got really high upside. He is an older kid. Now, he played 6 years in college, or 5 years in a redshirt year, or 5 years in a medical year. I can't remember which one. He's been out there for a while. So you're probably getting what you get, but he is one of the most well-thought-of players in this entire class. You cannot find anybody between Louisville, Miami, or Florida State to say negative things about him. That's rare. Usually when you have guys bounce around the transfer portal, you know the questions to ask and you know who to ask them to. You'll find a lot of bodies. I ain't found one body with Darrell Jackson.
Mm-hmm. All right, then at...
do you know why he transferred to Florida State?
I do not. I imagined it was money.
Had nothing to do with money. He actually took a pay cut.
Okay.
His mom was sick.
Okay.
His mom was sick, and he wanted to take care of her, so he transferred to Florida State.
It's a nice story. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's a big old boy, too.
He is a BDD.
All right, and then at number 123 in the fourth round.
I think this is a low-key need for the Chargers that nobody talks about. Julian Neal, cornerback out of Arkansas.
Okay.
I like what you have on the outside. You just don't have much behind it. And maybe I'm looking at last year where they had the tackle issues, that they got into absolute injury hell. You know how I feel about Cam Hart. Yes. That's another one of those guys that I've been right on over the years.
Yes. Never was wrong once.
Not about Cam Hart.
No.
That's what I'm telling you. I beat that drum for 3 months of what in the world are you not seeing here?
He was a 5th-round pick that you thought should have gone in the 3rd.
I had him in the second round in the final mock draft.
Yeah.
That is one of the things. I'm really excited for people to see the book where they'll, for the first time, you'll be able to see these things in print. And then 2 years from now, you can go, oh, yeah, you did have that guy like 3 yeah, because that's where he should have gone. Winds up being like that. Mm-hmm. I don't love Dante Jackson, and I'm afraid that when we get into the season and you got Tarheeb still playing out of the slot, that you're going to see Dante Jackson start getting picked on. I need somebody to play back behind that. You also got to remember Cam Hart's had injury problems. Mm-hmm. So I need somebody to play on the outside. Mm-hmm. And Julian Neal, when my mock draft comes out, he's going to be significantly higher than this.
I was going to say, I wouldn't be too reliant on just having Dante Jackson either, because he's knocking on that door.
I'm just curious how close you can come to this. How old is Dante Jackson right now? Because it feels like he's been in this league for 42 years.
30 guaranteed. No, not even close.
He just turned 30.
Just turned 30? I thought he'd be ready to turn 35 by now.
He just turned 30.
Dude's been around for a while.
I feel like Carolina drafted him 20 years ago.
It's been a long time. Been a long time. Not quite 10 years, but just about.
8. It's 2018.
2018. All right, and then final selection for the Chargers, 6th round, 204.
This is the USC safety that I don't talk about nearly as much. Bishop Fitzgerald. I've said a lot about Kamari Ramsey because I really like Kamari Ramsey. Bishop Fitzgerald, when I watched him, I never imagined he was going to run a 4.55. 4.55 makes him borderline undraftable. But then you go back and watch the tape, and he doesn't look like a 4.55 safety. I don't know if he just had a bad day. I don't think you're going to have a bad day, and the combine numbers are going to be this bad. Mm. And he tapped out, which that really sits poorly with him. When you say you're going to do something, don't test poorly in the first handful and then dip, because they think you're hiding something. Are you hurt? Are you just whatever the case may be? Fitzgerald he's raw, but I think there's some juice there. If you're willing to be patient, and the Chargers have that luxury, there might be something there. He may be one of those guys that recovers from a bad workout. But, I mean, they've got the Chargers just on the face have Derwin James, who plays safety and in the slot, Molden, Tony Jefferson, and R.J. Mickens, who I'm biased because I know his dad. Mm-hmm. I like all 4 of them. He's more of a special teamer to start, and then would be the Tony Jefferson replacement probably a year from now. Okay. Tony Jefferson's another one. He feels like he's 76 years old. He's only 34, but he feels way older.
Is there any need that do they have a need that they can't address in this draft? Or maybe it doesn't fall right for them to address it in the draft?
I mean, I think this roster's so balanced.
I just worry about teams that have such limited capital.
I mean, ideally, you'd be able to trade down at some point. The problem is that I don't think that's going to be as easy to do. Mm-hmm. I mean, are there other pieces I'd like to add? Sure. Linebacker, you've got Junior Colson sitting back there that's done absolutely nothing. So the hope is that one day he will. They have 4 legit edges. I think they have 4 legit defensive linemen, maybe add a 5-tech. The problem is that 5-techs at the end of this draft are bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, in my top 200, I think I had 7 total, and it's thin as it is thin as all get out of the backside. So, yeah, 5-tech's probably the right answer to that.
All right. The A-plus mock draft for the Los Angeles Chargers. We've got one more to go. The Denver Broncos coming up after the bottom of the hour. Stick with us here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville.
It's not just a radio app. It's what's happening right now.
It's on.
On the iHeartRadio app, you're not just listening. You're in it.
You better believe it.
From breaking news to what's happening in your community.
Local, national, and world.
Live moments.
New development.
Real voices.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest.
Amazing prizes. Plus, talk to your favorite hosts using the TalkBack mic.
I have loved always hearing you guys.
This is where culture comes alive.
I listen everywhere on the app.
Download the iHeartRadio app today.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive. Like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
It's sad that civil discourse in the political world is rare. Hard to have conversations and just agree to disagree or even hear each other out. Just two sides sit down and settle it out over a pint. Well, that's what our Politics and Pints event on April the 16th is all about. Join Mark Starling and myself at Cultivated Cocktails, 161 Charlotte Highway. We'll have special guests to help steer the discussion. Keep listening to News Radio 570 WWNC for details.
I think it's just vapor. Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
At Ingalls, we know that fresh means local. The best ingredients don't come from a world away. They come from your own backyard. From the farms we support, to the stores we love, to the tables you treasure. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The Sportsocracy.
The ceiling is the roof. Let's make it happen. Let's keep moving forward.
Back in the Sportsocracy, it's ESPN Asheville 2026 NFL Draft coming up next week in Pittsburgh. We have the confirmed list of all the guys that are going to be there. There are, 14 or 16 of them? One of them is not the #1 pick, Fernando Mendoza. We had already known that. He had announced a couple of weeks ago that he was going to be staying with friends and family in Miami for it. Of all of the names that have committed to be there, is there one that sticks out to you as the guy that's going to be sitting around when this is all said and done on night one with the possibility of being that guy?
I mean, I'm looking at the list. Bailey's going in the top 7 at worst.
No doubt.
I think Bain will fall, but he still goes in the top 15 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Delane won't get past 9. Downs won't get far at all.
No.
I mean, if he gets into the teens, I think teams will start looking to move up.
Yes.
Falk will go on night 1. Colton Hood.
That's the one.
Colton Hood is the one that I look at and go, you might want to rent that hotel room for Friday night too, because Lemon will go, Love will go, Maui Noah will go, McDonald I think will go higher than anybody thinks.
McDonald's the other one that might.
He ain't making it out of the first round. No shot.
Okay.
Now he might have to wait a little bit on night one, but I think Caden McDonald may go in the top. Tyleik Williams went 22 last year. I like Caden McDonald better than Tyleik Williams.
Okay.
Caden Proctor, I know a lot of people have talked about, well, he could go at 6. He could go at 6D as well, and that would concern me. And then there's the elephant in the room that nobody.
Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
It's Ty Simpson.
Because I do see a path. The most uncomfortable thing is going to be when one of these teams takes Garrett Nussmeier ahead of Ty Simpson, and then he's just sitting there like, what do I do now?
That's my new hope. That's my new hope.
Nussmeier was my 2. I don't like Ty Simpson.
Somebody gets back into the late first round and takes Garrett Nussmeier while we're all sitting around, or while the media cameras are all focusing on Ty Simpson. Yep, that's the chaos. That's the chaos that I'll be rooting for at the end of the first round.
Simpson is one of those evals that I don't feel like the post-draft process helps you. So think about it this way. Name me, and I'm not putting my finger on the scale here. I really don't care what team you say here.
Mm-hmm.
Name me a team that you think should be looking for a quarterback that's not the Raiders.
I'll say Arizona.
All right. So Arizona, who everybody wants you to think they're hot on him. Who was the quarterback that worked with Mike LaFleur in L.A.? Reigning MVP, Matthew Stafford.
Okay.
What are the similarities between Ty Simpson and Matthew Stafford? They're white quarterbacks from the SEC. That's it. Okay. The end of message. There is literally not another similarity between the two.
All right.
So what is it about him that's making anybody feel hunky-dunky? We walked into the draft season thinking Simpson was, he's probably going to be a second-round pick, may even fall into the third. So think about how these workouts roll. I know Taylor Green was with the Cardinals. Do you think you're going to watch Ty Simpson in a private workout and feel exponentially better about him in a workout that you scripted, not him? Because you're not going to be able to hide the fact that his arm strength is nowhere near Taylor Green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Taylor Green's got a long delivery. When you made him throw that 50-yard deep ball, you're going to see that he had to literally come out of his shoes to throw it. I'm always, and this has happened with Matt Corral. You remember there was a little hype that he was going to go in the first round the year that Carolina took him?
Yeah.
I always get really nervous with guys like this because there's nothing you're going to do that's going to blindside guys. Sanders Sports asked, could it be that he interviewed better and was smarter than the others? He ain't smarter than Garrett Nussmeier. You know how I know that? Because I've talked to Garrett Nussmeier. And Garrett Nussmeier is probably top 3 smartest quarterbacks I have ever talked to in my life. I know Nussmeier was with the Cardinals too. So if you're trying to outsmart guys, Nussmeier's got you beat.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. I always worry when you have these non-traitsy quarterbacks. The guys that are gritty and he's just a winner. Yeah, but you're going to get into workouts and you're going to look like a big grumper next to these other legit traitsy quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And if Nussmeier's healthy now, and he hasn't been healthy before, I'll tell you, he throws a pretty nice deep ball when there's nobody in his face. Source, I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I watched him do it in Mobile. And I struggle to see where Ty Simpson will have impressed anybody to change their opinion. I haven't heard anybody that had a super high opinion of him. I don't know where the Dan Orlovsky things come from. I don't know. I don't know what you saw. I watched Ty Simpson up close and personal get absolutely freight trained by a mid-Georgia defense. I was going to say mediocre, and then I changed it midstream because it was better than that. They had players, but they were all really young. I mean, just think about it this way. That Georgia defense, we're used to seeing 6, 7 guys drafted off that team every year. How many I've got getting drafted off that team this year? 3.
3.
One at every level.
Yeah.
Kristen Miller, C.J. Allen, Jaylen Everett. That's it. That defense made him look pitiful. I mean, to the point of I felt bad for him by the end.
Yes.
Of you can't do squat. And you're telling me one of these teams got that guy in a room and he threw, 30 12-yard hitches, and they went, hell yeah, that guy. Let's run the offense on this little goofball.
That's why I think it's a media fabrication that Ty Simpson
I do too.
is going to be a first-round pick.
I think it's a media fabrication. He's going to be a second-round pick.
That to me is where it gets into position scarcity, and maybe the pressure gets to one team in the second round that goes, oh crap, we have to. Like even the Jets, if they get to that, the fourth pick,
the Jets are locked in on next year. They are
Maybe.
locked in on next year.
Yeah,
and there's a reason for that because they saw all these guys and went, pass. Because Darren Muji's the one pulling the strings, not Aaron Glenn. So I'm gonna ask you a question about Ty Simpson. I'm gonna give you the list of guys that have gone in the second round, quarterbacks. I want you to tell me which one Ty Simpson compares favorably to. Last year was Tyler Shuck.
No,
not even close.
No,
Shuck's considerably older, but in terms of tools, traits, all those things, Shuck beats him at every single level.
Agreed.
We didn't have one in 24.
Okay.
23 was Will Levis. Will Levis beats him tools-wise at every single level. We didn't have one in 22. Kyle Trask was the last pick in the second round in 21. To me, that's the closest comp you can get prospect-wise to Ty Simpson because I knew Kyle Trask is not the guy. But Tampa Bay needed a quarterback, and we had 5 go in the first round. Jalen Hurts went in 2020. Jalen beats you at every single impasse. He is a big monster that can squat a house. Drew Lock. Getting there, but he beats you traits-wise. Wasn't one in 2018. Deshaun Kaiser in 2017. I've now gone back 10 years. I can't find a Ty Simpson outside of a completely desperate Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that was grasping at straws of what they were going to do post-Tom Brady. That's it. I don't see a team like that. Pittsburgh, maybe, if Aaron Rodgers comes out and says, I'm not doing it. Because and I'll be honest with you, it's funny that I didn't plan it this way. It just kind of happened that way. People forget Will Levis is still out there borderline free for the taking. If I told you right now you had to put somebody behind either Aaron Rodgers or another veteran of I can win a game with you in 2026, would you take Will Levis or Ty Simpson?
Will Levis.
Not close. It's not even close.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to like either one of them. It's not going to be fun for me any way you slice it.
Ty Simpson just feels like one of those guys because second-round picks, and I think we've kind of come to figure this out. The list I just gave you is every second-round pick we've had over the last 10 years. Did you notice that list is really short? Because guys that have even a snowball's chance in Atlanta of being dudes go in the first round. Most of those guys, weird. Career didn't play out so hot, did it? The league's figured that out. If I'm going to take a shot on a guy, it's going to be in day 3. Traits, tools, I can teach him to play quarterback, and I can be super patient.
You want to talk about an ultimate embarrassment. Show up on night 1, not go to the third round.
I don't think he'll come back. I really do. I think Ty Simpson has been sold a bill of goods, and he is believing it from the outside in. Because I don't think there's a team there. Could Arizona do it? Sure. Sure, they could. I'll go ahead and tell you. We did their A-plus mock draft yesterday. You know his name wasn't in it? Ty Simpson. Because I'd rather take a shot on Taylor Green because he's not going to preclude me from doing anything next year.
Right.
I take Ty Simpson in the top 50. I can't take a quarterback next year. Not without looking stupid. Not without somebody getting fired.
Well, I mean, Arizona's given up on one before. I doubt they'll do it this year, but there is a little bit of precedent there. We'll tell you all about the Josh Rosen team coming up on Friday here in the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. We'll have the most important message of the day coming on the way, plus the final A-plus mock draft from the AFC West. We'll talk about the Donkeys next.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Doesn't hit 90 much this time of year. We'll get close as we go through the next several days. Lots of sunshine around. Today about 85, tonight 55, so pretty comfortable at night. Tomorrow we'll make that run, plenty of sunshine. Going to park it at 88 for now. Thursday, sunshine 85. Friday, sunshine 85. And up near 90 and partly sunny on Saturday. Maybe a shower Sunday. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
All children deserve to feel safe and loved. Foster and adoptive parents are greatly needed in Henderson County for children 10 to 17. 43% of Henderson County kids are placed out of county because there weren't homes in the county to take them. Your connection matters. Share this information to help us increase awareness in the community. Learn more about fostering, adoption, and other ways to support. Visit WNCHomes4kids.com. WNCHomes4kids.com.
Progressive knows life takes you in many directions.
Bear right at exit 32, then begin to wonder why you never bought a fish tank. In 1.3 miles, you'll realize you've been mispronouncing epitome your whole life. At the roundabout, you will remember you said something at dinner you wish you hadn't and will think about it for decades. You have arrived at your destination, but it turns out there really is no destination and life just keeps going.
Wherever life takes you, protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Got something to say?
Love you!
Well, just tap the red talkback mic on the free iHeartRadio app.
Let's go!
Requests, contests, or just to say hi.
Hey, this is Heather.
Get your voice on the air fast.
I got the windows rolled down, the moonroof open.
Open the iHeartRadio app and try it now.
The crack of the bat, the sight of green grass and white chalk lines, the aroma of perfectly grilled hot dogs. If right about now you're simultaneously hungry and ready for baseball, then we've got you covered. At Ingles, we're here for all the fanfare of America's pastime, sponsoring teams from Little League to the pros. So, whether you're the snack parent or just craving that perfect ballpark meal, we've got you covered. Ingles, your official sponsor of baseball season.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
At Ingles, we celebrate the amazing women who show the world exactly what it means to throw like a girl, hit like a girl, play like a girl, and dream like a girl. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Back in the Sportsocracy, it's time for the most important message of the day, Jeremy Green.
Don't do crimes!
Uh-huh. Before we get to the usual suspect, let's go to other usual suspects. Jeremy, I'm no doctor. And you're not a doctor. And we would never think of practicing medicine. Would we?
Falafel and right, I'm a doctor.
You're not that kind of doctor. That's not the kind of doctor we're not talking about, the love doctor or whatever craziness you've cooked up in your head. I'm talking doctor. You leave the doctor in to the doctors, right? Because otherwise it becomes a crime, especially when you're trying to treat people who don't want to be treated. This lovely couple from Winneshiek County, Iowa. It's a bad start.
Winneshiek County, Iowa sounds like a place that has a Netflix special about a serial killer.
Yes. It's the first thing I thought, too. I thought, oh, is that the same place as that To Make a Murder? No, that was in Wisconsin. Manitowoc County, I believe is what it was
Manitowoc.
called. Yeah. We drove through there. That was like the highlight of the trip.
Still not sure that guy did that. I know the nephew didn't do squat. I mean, he could have done it. He could have did it. But I'll go ahead and tell you.
You think Brendan's innocent?
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. There were a lot of things that were left out of that documentary.
I'm sure there were. There were a lot of things included in it that scared the crap out of me.
Anyway, none of
this.
Hey,
we put this kid in the room. We yelled at him until he said, I did it.
Mm-hmm. Matthew Uthoff and his co-conspirator, Amber Snow.
I'm not shocked that guy with that name. Not shocked you did crimes.
They're facing charges because they tried to basically perform an abortion on someone who wasn't expecting it. They did it in a very unconventional way. They served a woman who was pregnant a drugged lasagna. I don't know what drug creates a miscarriage, because that was what they were trying to do. The girl the woman who is charged in this story, she shares custody of one of her kids with the other family. If you want to try to tie those knots, you could see how drama could ensue between the families. So I guess they were trying to get back at the other family by serving a drugged lasagna to a pregnant woman in order to create a miscarriage or cause a miscarriage. They laced it with oxycodone. And I feel like that's one of those things that you'd had to put a lot of it in there. I mean, unless you just made like a little tiny lasagna, and no one makes tiny lasagnas. That's not how lasagna's made. Although there again, you take one look at these people and go, yep, they definitely had extra oxycodones laying around. No doubt about it. But even the doctors don't get it right sometimes. Short story out of Florida. There's a doctor down there who is now charged with second-degree manslaughter for the death of a 70-year-old man from Alabama, Dr. Thomas Shaknovsky. Guy went in for a splenectomy. You know what a splenectomy is? What are they ectomy from your body?
Your spleen.
Your spleen, right.
I think you could live with that one.
What did he take? The liver. He took the guy's liver instead of his spleen. So see, even doctors don't get it right sometimes.
This story has taken a lot of... There have been a lot of ebbs and flows in this story.
Like I said, leave the doctor into the doctors.
It's been like a Michael Bay movie. Every time I think the credits are about to roll, nope, somebody else is dead.
Tarantino couldn't write crazier stuff than this.
Tank, you know I'm a fan of Gates.
Gates, yes.
And now we have Mouse Gate.
Mouse Gate.
Gate.
Okay.
There's a new trend that is circulating the interwebs.
Mm-hmm.
Prices at Disney have gotten a little out of hand, according to some people.
That Mouse Gate. Gotcha.
That mouse. Yep. Boss Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Our Boss Mouse. Apparently, the prices at Disney have gotten out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have decided that they're not going to take it. Not to the point that they're not going to go to the park, but that they're going to try to smuggle their children in. This is a new TikTok trend of people catching other people going into Disneyland and Disney World with their older children hidden away in the stroller of their younger children. Video came out last week. looks like a 4 or 5 year old kid.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting in the, you know how every stroller has the spot where you put the child, and then there's the like stowaway compartment underneath.
Yeah.
The kid's in there, and you can see him just barely through the mesh, and he's eating animal crackers. They walk through the gate. Kid gets out like full Trojan horse and just goes, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. How do you not see that?
I love it.
Don't do that.
I love it.
Don't teach your children to be cheap heathens. They grow up to be like him. Like, don't do that. Oh, $4 for a hot dog? You go diddle yourself. No. If you want to go to Mouseland, you pay Mouseland prices. You complain about it all you want to. Don't smuggle your children in. You're teaching a very bad lesson.
You smuggle those children in. You have my blessing. I will allow it. Because it already costs $120 per person to get into the damn place.
Then don't go.
Oh, I get it. That's why I've never been.
Don't go. I've been. It was fine.
I went in high school. And ever since my children have been born, we've been like, hey, we're going to take the kids to Disney. And every year I look at it and go, nope. We'll sit at home and watch the wide world of Disney on VHS. I got some of them stowed away.
You still have a VCR, don't you?
I do not.
I don't believe you.
My dad does, but I do
doubt
not.
that.
I got rid of my VCR days ago.
Days ago. Stephen Tao said they can't do anything, though. You need one of those stupid little bracelets to go on anything.
Do you?
Do they put those on the kids, too? I mean, personally,
Sure.
Disneyland is my own personal hell. You put me in Florida, where it's hot 11.7 months out of the year, with a bunch of little screaming heathens trying to get on mediocre roller coasters. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, that I would rather do less.
Mm-hmm.
$449 per person if you do the Lightning Lane Pass at Disney World.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't.
There
I
are
don't know.
certain things that people do that I just go, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Disneyland once. Good. People that do it every year?
That's
Carowinds.
crazy.
The people that get the yearly pass, or Dollywood. The people that do these like yearly passes, why? It didn't change. It's the same. It's still the same.
No, but that's a little different. I mean,
Is
that can be
it?
fun. It's closer to home. Sure. Yeah.
I don't care.
If I had a weekend, I mean, it's just like the Biltmore. I used to have a year-round pass to the Biltmore.
It's a great example.
And
killer example.
You go every weekend.
I am 39 years old. I've lived here for 31 of my years, and I've been to the Biltmore house one time.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Same house.
Uncultured swine.
Same house. It hasn't changed. The winery's in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
The house is in the same place. Mm-hmm. I got it. I know what it is.
Sure.
I saw it the first time.
Sure.
I don't need to see it again.
Sure. And for people like you, passes make no sense. For people who like to go and look at things again, or go to special events there, or,
you take that
$400.
$400.
Take your lunch out there and go sit out by the bass pond and enjoy nature for a minute or two.
You take that $400, you put it in your pocket, and you take it to Christie's Toy Box, Tulsa, Oklahoma, because that show will change. Every time you go, it'll look different.
God.
I saw a balloon once. I saw a ping pong ball once. I saw a bunch of stuff.
I'm sure.
It was completely different.
Nothing, no topic is ever sacred with him. It's just, how can we make this gross and nasty, and you'll never want to think of me in a civil way again. And he made it worse. I didn't think it could get worse, and it got worse. It made me spit out my zin. Jeez.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Good night. Yeah, no, you sneak your kids in. Screw that.
Don't sneak them into Christie's Toy Box. They'll see some stuff they ain't never going to get over. That kid will grow up to be on Don't Do Crimes. I saw some stuff. I've been in here for a minute.
Where do you think they learned how to put oxycodone in lasagna?
For sure.
Gosh. Yikes. All right. The final A-plus mock draft of the day. Thank the Lord. AFC West, there's only one team left. It is the Denver Broncos.
The Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm,
hey, you have way less picks now than you had before, but you did get Jaylen Waddle, so that's fun.
Was better than anything you could have gotten in the
Sure.
draft.
Agreed. Factually accurate.
Mm-hmm. So what are they going to do with the 62nd overall pick at the second round?
This is best case scenario, right?
Yes.
Eli Stowers.
I mean, he's not going to be there.
Eli Stowers.
All right.
You said best case scenario.
True.
Look, I think he's going in the second round. I think he fits that Joker mold of what Sean Payton has wanted forever. It gives you a red zone target, allows you to prop up Bo Nix. I mean, how many different ways do I need to go about this? And I think their biggest needs at linebacker, and I hate to tell you this, there ain't going to be one. There's not one at 62 that makes even a modicum of sense. Because Jacob Rodriguez, long gone. C.J. Allen, long gone.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're getting into the, it might work. I'll do that in the fourth round.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think there's a honey hole down there. I just don't think you're going to add. I mean, you tapped out on it when you traded for Jaylen Waddle. You dealt with that need, and I'm fine with that. I do think it's going to leave some holes on this roster. You give it that many picks, you're guaranteed to.
No. Eli Stowers at number 62. Then they wait around till 108 in the fourth.
Keyshawn Elliott, linebacker out of Arizona State. I don't have like high-end expectations for a ton of guys in this linebacker class. Keyshawn Elliott's the one I look at and go, you could end up surprising me because he was really good at Arizona State. I just think physical limitations are going to get him. So how do I deal with that? I put him in a defense like this, where I've got dudes everywhere. I think it can highlight what he does well. This kid was a quarterback in high school, and he's got quarterback eyes, and he seems to be absolutely everywhere when you watch Arizona State. Mm-hmm. The problem is I don't know that he's ever going to be a three-down guy because he's, oddly enough, not as good a coverage guy as you would think. But he can come downhill and be a thumper.
All right, then at 111, 3 picks later.
Seth McGowan, running back out of Kentucky. I don't feel great. I kept looking at Denver as this is a team that's going to take a swing. I thought they were going to be in on Kenny Walker. I thought they were going to be in on Breece Hall if he'd hit the market. And now here we are going into the draft, and I'm still looking at a backfield that has J.K. Dobbins on the high side and then R.J. Harvey and nothing else. And I'm just telling you, if this gets to R.J. Harvey and Jaleel McLaughlin, this offense is going to unravel. Because that schedule is going to be way tougher in 2026 than it was in 25.
Fifth round, 170 overall.
Bryson Eason. I absolutely love this kid, and I don't think you have a ton that makes me feel warm and fuzzy behind DJ Jones. Eason, he's an older kid, so I think he can come in and be that number 2 right away behind DJ Jones. I just don't know that there's a whole lot of juice left. He had a ton of snaps over the course of for Tennessee, because they rotate everybody out. Mm-hmm. When I got to his snap, and I don't remember the number off the top of my head, when I got to his snap count, I went, my God, that's the highest number I've seen come out of Tennessee in 10 years.
And then in the 7th round, they got 3 picks. 246.
Jaylen Waddle, wide receiver out of Incarnate Word. He is a throw it against the wall and see what sticks. I still don't love – even with Waddle, because I don't think Waddle's a true one. And I've said that repeatedly over the years. Mm. Walthall was a really productive kid at a really low level of competition. He didn't test as well as I thought he would. He ran really slow, which is why I think he's going to be late 7th round, maybe an undrafted free agent. I mean, we're 10 picks away from the end of the draft here. Mm-hmm. But he's one that I kind of want to take a shot on because he does a lot of the nuanced things particularly well.
And then they have the last 2 picks, dual Mr.'s irrelevance. 256.
Cole Payton, quarterback, North Dakota State. I think he is the ideal backup to Bo Nix. And he gives you an element of, and maybe I'm a little biased because Bo got hurt, there can be a package for him in terms of running. Because right now he's a way better runner than he is thrower, but he only played for a year. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there could still be a lot of juice left to squeeze there. He might not make it this far, but I kind of think he will.
And then 257.
Ethan Anianwa, guard out of Ohio State. I don't see it. Everybody's telling me how good he is. And that there's all this juice left to squeeze. When I watch him on tape, I just see a dude. For me, he's a depth piece. I put him here because I wanted him in the mocks because I wanted to say this. I hope y'all are right. That there is some diamond in the rough to unlock right there. I see y'all put him at 150, and I don't get it even a little bit. Because I think, what I see, he is 2 years away from doing anything. But I'm going to hedge my bets, and maybe I'm wrong.
All right. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. More A-plus mock drafts tomorrow. We will do the AFC North tomorrow on the program, so be sure to tune back in with us here on ESPN Asheville at noon. We'll see you then.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
As it hit 90 much this time of year, we'll get close as we go through the next several days. Lots of sunshine around. Today about 85, tonight 55, so pretty comfortable at night. Tomorrow we'll make that run, plenty of sunshine. Going to park it at 88 for now. Thursday, sunshine 85. Friday, sunshine 85 and up near 90 and partly sunny on Saturday. Maybe a shower Sunday. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Biggie Deals. Choose one of Wendy's new Biggie Deals. At $4, $6, and $8, pick one of the new Biggie Deals you're craving. For a pretty biggie deal, gotta be Wendy's. U.S. price and participation may vary.
News Radio 570 WWNC, now on FM. Yeah, we're now on AM and FM. It's too much news for one band. News Radio 570 WWNC, now on 92.9 FM.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-IHEART.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Gail?
When I retired, I just let all my taxes pile up. I had gotten many threatening letters. The one that said they were going to try and take my property was probably the scariest. When I found out that I owed close to $300,000, I was in total shock. It was a bad situation. I didn't know what to do.
Then Gail found tax relief advocates.
When TRA told me I was only going to owe $368, I just was in total disbelief.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Gail did and call TRA for a consultation.
I was so blessed with TRA.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-909-7224. 800-909-7224. That's 800-909-7224.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz, he throws to the end zone, touchdown!
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back, iron! Oh, Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses? That's all Tech's going to call it.
Live from the Ingalls studio, weekdays at noon. ESPN Asheville.
Some kids never smile. They're embarrassed by their crooked teeth. They want braces like the other kids, but their families can't afford them. Some may even try to straighten their teeth themselves. That can make everything worse. Luckily, there's Donated Orthodontic Services, a program from the American Association of Orthodontists. It helps provide orthodontic treatment to kids and teens whose families can't afford it. For kids who apply, are approved, and are matched with a volunteer orthodontist, it can be life-changing. Their treatment is in the hands of an expert, a licensed local orthodontic specialist who improves their smiles by correctly aligning teeth and jaws. Some kids think they'll never smile again, but Donated Orthodontic Services may help them smile with confidence. To link to the application and eligibility requirements, visit aaoinfo.org.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
ESPN Asheville.
Yeah.
WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.